Oh,
Why?
all right. So, if I recall correctly, we dilly-dallied around a fair bit. And then we went on our way, went for a little waltz. We was gonna go see this mother figure. She's got some apparently she knows some shit about the weird ocean bullshit that we found out earlier. So we're gonna go tell her about that. And on the way we stopped for a little bit of a beach picnic, and we were rudely interrupted by some overactive jambalaya, and we made it less active, and headed on our way. We did make it to Mother's place, upon which she strangely insisted that we reveal some secret of ourselves, um, which was a little humiliating, but apparently necessary for her to do some of her weird magic shit and read into our brains about the giant sea monster that we witnessed be unleashed. But I believe that was where we left off. Am I
Yeah.
right?
Other notable highlights include a owl bear along the road, as well as a encounter with quite a few crabs during your volleyball tournament.
That was the
Oh,
Uh,
jambalaya.
oh, that was the
crap.
jambalaya. Okay, my
The
apologies.
overactive jambalaya.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good eats.
And yes, after telling the news to Mother and her asking for your assistance, you all assisted her in a ritual, bearing the deepest parts of your souls and minds to allow her to harness them to try and find this unknown location, to which she describes to you all a tower rising from the water. Shortly after that, the light grew blinding, and just before you all blacked out, you remember a bright purple flash. As you're all awaking, the first thing you can hear is the sounds of the forest around you. The birds, the insects, the wind in the trees and in the shrubbery. And you realize you're waking, and at first it just feels like waking from a sleep with no dream. But as you go to open your eyes, your eyelids are heavy, far heavier than they should be. And as you reach your hand up to scrub at your eyelids, you find that they're crusted over, and you begin to come to. You are lying, two of you each in a pair, on small uh, beds of padding with sleeping cloths thrown over you, in a simple tent set up in a clearing in the forest. All four of you are prone and fairly groggy as you begin to wake up. Through the open doors of your tent, you can feel the air. It is pleasant and warm. And there's sunlight streaming through the clouds above. But you don't see anyone else.
Immediately, just like wipe the sleep from my eyes and groggily get up, thunder my way out of the tent. What the?
You
Who
thunder your
did
way
that?
out right into Panaziver, uh, who
Zip.
drops some wood that she was carrying. She looks at you, and you see that she has genuine surprise on her face.
What the fuck just happened? I'm kind of mad about fucking getting magically knocked out. They didn't tell us that was gonna happen.
She
Also, where the
holds up.
fuck
She
are
holds
you?
up her hand. She holds up her hand, and then she runs over to the tent here and slaps on the wood on the side. and you hear a clanking of glassware and metal, and Soleil comes around. Oh, good, you're awake! Oh my
That's just
god!
in, like big angry energy.
Oh my god, wait! You should all
Tell
lay
me
back
what the
down!
fuck
Whoa, whoa,
happened.
whoa, whoa! Lay back down.
Right?
You guys might be
Please.
you might be suffering the effects still. You could all be. And Zeke, at this point, I need you to make me a con save.
All right. Yeah, he's
Zashi,
definitely
as
got some
you're
high blood pressure right now.
Zashi, as you're struggling up, as the only other person that got up, I need also you to make a con save at this point. Okay, Zeke, you waver and your vision goes dark at the edges for a few seconds, but it's that like stood up too fast sort of
Yeah.
head rush feeling, but it starts at your toes and the warm
Okay.
spread goes all the way up your head. Zashi, you are going to stumble. You're not going to pass back out, but you do kind of fall against the side of the tent and have to grab one of the supports. And she says, just sit down, just sit down. I'll tell you everything. That wasn't supposed to happen.
You're gonna tell us what
Yes,
happened.
yeah, just sit down here. I have some water.
Yeah.
Here, I have some water.
Do it.
She's like trying to gently support you to sit down and also pour water in your mouth at the same time.
Don't
Peniziver is gonna
touch me right now.
Okay,
I'll
okay,
quit you.
water. She hands you the water
Yes.
skin, and
Thank you.
Zashi, you receive one from Paniziver. Give
Hey,
me just 1 second.
hey, GM, can I make a nature check for Lucille to identify the experience she's having with the substance she's consumed?
The what that you've consumed?
Like apparently, like they were exposed. They were dosed with something, right?
No.
Nope. It was magic.
You guys, the last thing you guys remember is you were in the middle of a magical ritual, and then you all blacked out.
Okay. Would it be Arcana then, or history?
Just
She's
to
had
know about it.
she's taken a lot of mind altering substances and has been exposed to all kinds of magical elements that would affect her perception of reality. So
Okay.
would she potentially know this? So if there's any kind of check that would be involved with that, I would assume she would possibly know that kind of check.
I mean, you can try and know about magical. Soleil said something about that wasn't supposed to happen, so maybe magical accidents.
Okay. So
Arcana.
Arcana.
When magic goes awry, it usually does so in a very dramatic fashion.
Okay.
Magic in its own way is expressive, and the weave to a degree is alive and has some of its own desires.
Yeah.
These things
So
are usually expressed in wild magic. So a thing like this, at least to you, feels like maybe you've never been directly felt it, been teleported by a teleport spell, but a mishap on a teleport spell hurts. It
yeah.
physically applies force damage to you
Yeah.
and an increased mental strain upon the caster. So this, whatever she was trying to do, it either went really badly or really well.
Yeah.
Either could have been
Maybe a little both.
maybe a little bit of both. Exactly.
Yeah. So Lucille, realizing something's awry, doesn't move. She's just kind of like, it's like she's riding a high and she's just chilling there and kind of like the Zen master at the same time kind of giggles quietly to herself.
I'll say, as you're the one who kind of figured this out, why don't you also roll me a medicine as you lay there, because you're trying to kind of figure out where your body's at. So you don't feel like you're high.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you just finished coming down from a high.
Yeah, she's on the tail end.
More to the degree that like the overriding feeling of your body is lethargy.
Yeah.
To the point that you think that you may have been asleep for quite some time.
Okay.
I'll say that's what you figure with
was
a
she
16.
able to see what's that lady's name again? I forgot.
Soleil?
Yeah, was she able to see
Yes.
Soleil run past her?
Let me move the scene forward, and we'll all
Okay.
keep going. So Soleil will help Cherie sit up and give her a water skin, as well as Panaziver will attend to Zashi and Lucelle. And as you all kind of are finish getting the crust out of your eyes and sitting up or sitting back down as the dizziness is forcing you to. Soleil comes back out. Okay, what's the last thing you remember? I'll
Um,
start from there.
We was in that ritual room thingy. We said
yeah,
some of our
it's
personal
pretty.
shit, and then there was a big old purple flash.
Okay. Does anyone else remember anything more?
Did,
Nope.
did we have any weird visions while we were asleep?
Was that high or low?
Hi.
Yeah, D 100.
Get your bag.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. Zashi, you had repeated dreams about washing up on a crag in the middle of the ocean and looking up and seeing a glowing tower illuminated at the top in multicolored light. And every time as you look up, the light gets brighter, and then you would start the dream over, swimming through storm-tossed seas until you're thrown again on this rock.
I will relay that to Soleil.
So, what was supposed to happen was your focused energies would allow Mother to reach out and uh, find the location that all of these strange magics have been coming from. What ended up happening was the spell seemed to be, I believe the word that Mother used was supercharged. Uh,
Zashi will laugh at this.
it,
Supercharged.
I believe it's a technical term. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Anyways.
Last time I got supercharged is when lightning struck me from a tree. That doesn't exactly sound welcoming.
well, there's good and there's bad news. The good news is the spell worked far better than even anticipated. Uh, Mother was able to divine an exact location as well as some of the information about, well, there's quite a bit of magical artifactory, or at least magical power, at that location. Um,
Okay, yeah. What's the bad news, please? I'd like to know that,
well,
please.
I'm sure you're all tired. Maybe I could get you some
No, no,
food.
please just give us the bad news right now,
No,
please.
no.
Uh, well, there's one other piece of good news I should give you first.
I,
Your ship has been finished. It is
Fantastic.
now seaworthy.
How
How long have
long?
we been out?
18 days.
What?
God,
Jesus.
So
fucking.
that's the bad news.
That's the bad news. Yes.
Okay. Hey, y'all. I need you to like
I'm
sit down.
ravenous
Not.
right
Yeah, that's great. I need y'all to not go anywhere, and I need to sit with y'all and get some memories like post haste, like right away, so I don't get in trouble. Okay,
Oh,
please.
yes, Lucelle, why don't you come out of the tent, honey? I have something to show you.
She quietly gets up, gets dizzy, stumbles.
Yeah,
Almost.
she'll help you, like, lead you around. And she'll point to the side and back of the tent, where you can see a 3/4 circle of toadstools wreathed with multicolored flowers growing naturally on the ground. It's not complete, but it was actively growing, she tells you. That wasn't there when we set up camp. And they
Ah,
weren't willing to move you all in your state. Mother wasn't sure if there would be complications. Um,
she starts cussing in Sylvan, just like it sounds real pretty, but you can sense like negative emotion just kind of like bleeding off.
mhm.
It's
Uh,
it's like it's like someone slapping you in the face with like a heat lamp.
you guys
You know what?
all kind of take stock of yourselves and you realize that hair and fingernails are longer. Your breath is not great. You do appear to have been bathed to some degree. You're not stinky.
Looks,
But
looks to
still
Pen and
stinky.
Zipper like, did you wash us?
Panaziver just like gives a shrug motion and gestures at Soleil. But yeah, you guys, you don't have any levels of exhaustion. You're not in unsettled by this to any degree. But I will say that there is quite a bit of fatigue in your limbs, and it will take you guys like a couple hours to be back at I'm ready to go and fight a thing.
So, what's happening now?
I missed the boat.
Well, your boat is, well, it's not completely repaired, but it is seaworthy again. With
Oh,
18 days of work, we were able to put about a year's wages worth of time and supplies towards it. I hope
that's
that.
much appreciated.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Mechanically, that means your ship is back at 75 out of 100 HP.
God damn it if we aren't polite. We are prisoners, but we are polite.
You were not prisoners!
Well, we were.
Oh,
Convicts,
true.
I think is the word you might be looking for.
We may murder people, but it doesn't mean we don't have courtesy.
Ugh. Look, I'm
As you
sorry.
guys are having this conversation, you do see Lyra come back up the path with what appears to be a bag of scavenged greens, and you do hear Glarold and Falale speaking in the tent, but they seem to be giving you all your privacy.
Well, I mean, if we look at it one way, we speed ran waiting for them to fix the boat.
Suppose so. Look, I'm sorry about the. I got
It's
anger
completely
issues. I'm working.
understandable. I dare say I wouldn't be too happy to wake up after an unexpected magical explosion either. Not that that's ever happened to me.
Thank you for your honesty.
Phil
Envy,
looks out from the tent she was in with the
Who's Phil?
toadstools. No, sorry, no, it's not Phil. Sorry, habits. Lucelle looks out from her tent, which she is all cleaned up now because she's been casting prestidigitation on herself and cleaning up her hair, frizz, and all that. She just looks really skinny now. She's like, I got a call to make, and I'm probably gonna be in big shit. Bye for now. And she closes her flap and sits down on her toadstools and started trying to commune with the elders, however they want to contact her.
A good choice. He's gonna start panic looking for all their stuff.
All of your things are there. They have all been neatly arranged. It's clear that your bags sit open, for example. Your clothes are laid out and washed. You're not in the outfits that you were wearing when you went to sleep. You all I've never woken up from a coma, but
I have.
that's
It's
what it
very
feels.
dry.
Yeah, Josh,
Yeah.
Is
Me
there
too.
any small things that people would be feeling that we wouldn't necessarily know or expect?
Immense pain, bed sores, your
Yeah,
joints are gonna
yeah.
ache, all your muscles
Yep.
hurt because they've atrophied for a time.
Yep.
So
You're
magical healing
unstable.
does help the bed sore part at least, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the joint aches because those aren't really like damage. It's just they hurt from not moving. It's like discomfort.
Yeah. Getting used to moving again, standing upright, feeling stable on your feet, and not falling over is a very big thing.
Secondary thing, and most people forget about, your feet probably hurt immensely because blood has not been rushing to them for a very long time.
Motion is getting blood in and out of the joints and all that, and through your feet, your vascular system. The motion actually helps with that, but yeah, when you're not moving them like that, it does hurt.
Yeah. It's like water balloons expanding again.
Yep, your feet feel like floppy as shit. Sucks.
Well, not just flopping. It feels like the weight of your entire body crushing your nerves.
Mm-hmm. Pins and needles. Oof.
Lucille, what are you specifically trying to do as you
Well,
move away?
uh,
Like you said, you're reaching out to them to let them contact you, but
she sits. She crisscross applesauces in the middle of the the face circle. Just like sits there and like I guess she would kind of do the ritual of submission, but kind of like focus on it and I guess turn on detect thoughts and like leave it open and just like sense in it while committing to the ritual submission to leave herself open to contact, to be submit to be reachable
Mhm.
because she doesn't really have a ritual for it. So maybe the elders can access her because she's open to them.
Mhm. Do you want to do this here, or would you like to go downstairs?
Downstairs because nobody else can see her head right now. She has to share them for that.
I'll. Are we gonna role play or just wait for them?
I'm down for either.
I mean, definitely see Shuri's distractedly looking through her things to make sure that everything's.
Because just like stretching and probably like just getting bits of wood and just smashing them just to get the
Cherie,
energy out.
Cherie, you got everything?
I don't know if. Like, you see her clenching the purple crystal to her chest for a moment. To make sure everything was there.
Right. Z, how are you doing? Like crashing, breaking wood noise.
Yeah, it's just like breaking a stick in half again and again and again. And then just like throwing it until it splinters, just stretches and like. I hate not having moved for so goddamn long. I feel like my flesh is itching. I hate this. I hate this so.
Well, thankfully we can get moving.
Yeah,
Hopefully sooner rather than later, but judging by how I'm feeling,
I just need to fucking dunk myself, get water against my skin. I think that'll reset me nice and good. And quite frankly, I just want to get back on the ocean. I don't like having land under my feet at the moment. Just doesn't feel right.
Hopefully, we can just leave.
What now?
Hopefully, we can just leave.
Hopefully. Hopefully it's not some weird fucking binded bullshit. But
I'm getting worried that we're stuck here for a bit, but positive thoughts.
I'm positive that I need to get out of here.
I don't blame you after that demonstration.
I did not enjoy that. That was. Ugh. You see, this is why I don't fuck with magic.
Understandably, and I understand, especially for the anger of losing 18 days. Maybe
Yeah.
nothing to me,
Yeah,
but
I'm
for the
trying.
rest of you, that's significant.
Yeah, I'm a little frustrated by it. I mean, at least our ship's somewhat repaired, but I mean, we're still gonna need to get it fixed up next port we go to.
I'm sure we can figure that out.
Yeah.
Well, if you still have some dragon turtle buns, maybe somebody would be interested in being eclectic.
Well, I'm sure the bones are being picked clean on the beach. Could chuck pretty much all of it just in the hold, I'm sure.
Plenty of room.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know about y'all, but I do not like having uh, Lucille tied down to such a obligation as she has. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. I had my honors as one of the vineyard keepers for one of the many courts, I should say. I don't think her contract would be so easily terminated.
Well, ain't that a bitch?
You guys are discussing amongst yourselves and speaking to Soleil, and you do, those of you that are paying attention, see that Lucille seems to be grimacing quite a bit. And over the few minutes that she's away, you see that her expression goes into sort of a very ricted shoulders, and body language is like all hunched in on herself. Um, and she looks like she is in quite a bit of pain, and until she comes back blinking to herself, stands up stiffly. Cherie, everything that you were trying to do is safe and successful.
Tuck Riata back around me and pet it. Very sorry I left you there.
The
So,
knot of the noose is very, very tight. It's very tight.
Oh,
Soleil,
Ooh,
okay,
she's
baby.
mad.
It's okay.
Miss Soleil, uh,
Yes.
I'm assuming that this whole sea monster shit is real bad business for just about everybody who wants to be in the water. Yeah.
Uh, yes. Well, yes.
And
Well,
do you think you
yes.
folks can handle it, or are we going to be
Mm,
your errand boys?
Mother had wished to offer her direct apologies and request your assistance herself, I believe. But she was hoping that we could make allies. Your friend
Yeah.
has been very useful. Um, and Pennisever does like a very bouncy heart-shaped thing, and then goes back to standing there stoically.
Just like K-pop, like
What, like, snaps it on for exactly 1.5 seconds, and then is back to just
she's
nothing.
emoting
Yes,
in
she
real
literally
life.
did. She literally slash emote and then went back to just standing there. She's the WoW character. You guys are all playing D&D.
That's hilarious.
That's why she doesn't talk.
So,
Uh,
what would you ask of us, and what would you give to us?
I like I said, I don't know the exact specifics. Mother would be the one to want to talk to you. We are still right by the uh Green Haven. We're only
Oh,
just camped a bit
good.
inland. Like I said, I didn't really want to move you
Yeah.
very far, and Mother wished to be able to attend to you. She's been using some of her special herbs.
Alright. Well, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm itching to get moving.
Why
And,
Speaking
don't
of
we have a
special herbs,
meal and then we'll get going? And that'll give you guys some time to get used to sitting and standing again, right?
Sure. Sure, why not?
Okay.
Zachi marches down and grabs her bag full of things and puts it back on. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you guys we have a very brief moment where you guys all like we have a gearing up scene where you're clipping belts and throwing on backpacks and sliding your armor back on, but then after everyone you're like, ooh, my elbow.
Ooh, ow.
Oh my knee and ankle. Oh my boots. Oh, they're so tight on my little feet.
Why is
There's
it
a whole scene.
Like
It's very
stretching,
funny.
popping every single one of his joints.
Hey,
And it,
Nate, when you were talking about how they're giving glowing reviews about Panzerfer, I just thought of that scene of Deadpool talking to Yukio. Hey Yukio, Yukio.
hi Yukio. Yeah, I mean, Panzer's a little bit Deadpool coded. I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry, pardon my
No, it's
aside.
totally funny. Yeah, you guys stretch, regain your bearings, eat a meal, and feel immensely better. And you realize that though she's framing this as a midday meal, it is definitely not even mid-morning yet. The camp just seems to have been active since probably dawn. And then it occurs to you that they've probably been sleeping in shifts to tend to you guys and make sure that you're all okay for the last almost a month.
Between stuffing her gob
Wow.
and taking quaffing drinks of liquids, Lucelle telepathically tells everybody she sees, "Thank you very kindly for taking care of us while we was unconscious. It was a big pleasure, or a big treat, and appreciate you every
Yeah,
single time, to each person individually while she's eating, between
I
just
done
breathing."
just realized that that was the situation, and I suppose thank you for not slitting our throats and taking our shit while we was unconscious.
You shouldn't have to thank someone for that, she says over her mixed foraged greens salad.
Yeah, and
I
after
don't
Captain
know.
says that Lucelle like coughs hard, thumps her chest while forcing the food down, swallows it, takes a big drink, and says, "I am purposely not telepathically talking to you because I know you hate that. Captain, that's a horrible thing to say, and you should really apologize to them for saying that."
No, he's different.
No, that's not being
The
different. That's being an
circles,
asshole. That's being an asshole right there.
no, I'm the circles that I run in. That is a very serious concern and a very real concern. And
Hey,
I
didn't you
know
figure
that
it
the
out yet? This
circles
ain't one
I
of them
run in.
circles. You should have figured that out when we first got here, sir.
Look, if they're offended by it, they can tell me. They got
It,
mouths.
Soleil, are you offended?
I'm a little offended, says Philale. So they just kind of makes a non-committal gesture and eats her
Wait,
salad.
can I insight that to see if he's being sarcastic or not?
Yes, you can.
Hell yeah.
He's not being sarcastic, but he is just saying it because he doesn't think anyone else will.
All right,
Okay.
well, for my little apologies, then.
Thank you, Captain. If it's any consolation, you ain't good at judging people because they fucking scared of you and they ain't are gonna talk up to you. Just letting you know.
I mean, honestly, that's how I like it.
Hey, that's fine. But if you want them to respect you because you like them, you're always scaring them. They're not gonna talk to you like they're your compatriot because they're terrified of you.
Yeah, I mean, better to be feared than loved, seeing as the second one's kind of a fiction.
Yeah. I've
I
never
mean,
feared
I
you,
like
Captain,
you, Captain.
but yeah.
I don't
Big
mind.
Machiavelli guy, physique is.
Yeah, he is.
I've got some writings you'd love to read.
Yeah, Captain. I think you would really benefit from reading some fucking philosophy.
Philosophy.
I've done enough philosophy thinkings myself.
Well, thinkings and readings ain't the same thing.
Look, I prefer to learn about people from people and not from books.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Josh.
goes to open her mouth, closes it, opens it again, closes it, goes back to eating.
All right.
You,
Since we're done, we're ready to leave.
I'm not gonna lie, Tree's like not even responding to this conversation half the time, just like eating like we haven't missed a fucking day, really.
Yeah.
also, Giggles, I'm just
Yes.
gonna warn you right here now.
Yes, Captain.
You don't want to be speaking up to me like that.
Why not, Captain? Are you gonna eat me?
'Cause
Are you gonna fuck me up? She
Well,
looks at his face.
he is your captain.
So?
What do you mean so? That's
So?
the whole that's the whole point of a hierarchy on a boat.
Yeah, no.
let's just put
I
it
re-
this way. If you
Yeah.
ain't gonna respect me, I ain't gonna respect you, and you know what I do to folk I don't respect.
Captain, listen to me carefully. As somebody who does respect you, I respect you.
Don't condescend
I
to me.
ain't being condescending. I'm talking to you, with my approach to life. Okay, I respect you as a person and as a captain, and I respect you tactically, and I will listen to you in the frame of mind, nautically speaking. However, in the ways of talking to people, I will kick your ass as far as negotiating and figuring how people work, because you ain't got the patience for it. You super violent. You just want to kill everybody. Okay? And I'm not afraid of you because I know what you just gonna threaten me. Well, guess what? Look, catching me. Guess what? I can do this. And she flies up above his head, and she comes back down. I'm not gonna fight you. I don't want to fight you, but I will. I want to listen to you. But if you don't want to talk to me, we're not gonna get anywhere. But at the same time, if we're gonna scare everybody's head off, they're not gonna learn anything from them. I'm just saying these people are friends. So stop saying things like they're gonna try to kill you, because they ain't. They just helped us many times over. So be patient with them. That's all I'm asking for.
I don't appreciate you telling me what to do.
I ain't telling what you to do. I'm just making a recommendation.
There's
That's all I've ever done.
holds up a freshly made card that says, "I don't know, but I just got convinced." So question mark.
Tashi will look over to Sayla and Soleil and say, "Thank you so much for taking care of us.
Mhm.
It's
Of
really
course.
appreciated."
Well,
And Captain,
Yeah.
I respected your mental isolation.
Look,
I did not telepathically admonish you. I told you with my voice, didn't I?
I know that, but you said it rather aggressively, and aggression begets aggression. And
Hey,
I'm
what are you gonna
just
do?
letting
Are you
you
gonna
know that.
physically assault me just because I got a little verbal? You
You
get
know,
verbal back with me.
I don't really get verbal. I get physical.
Then get physical with me. Go ahead and slap me. I don't care. But I'm telling the truth, right? Do you think I'm not telling the truth
About what?
about what you're saying? It's ridiculous.
I think it's relatively unlikely that these people would slit our throats in our sleep, but I don't think it's entirely impossible.
That's why you don't need to say it. It's irrelevant to the conversation, and it doesn't need to be brought up because it's very, very rude and disgusting.
Look, do I strike you as the height of polite
No,
society?
I don't. But you can learn. I learned how to be doing stuff on the boat, and I learned how to be helpful, and I listened to your rulings on the boat and in a fight, don't I? You can do that. It's called exchange of skills.
I don't care to learn to be.
Come on, just a little bit, man. Work with me, boss. I work with you. I appreciate you. I think you're a good person, even if you don't think you are.
Ain't no such thing as a good person.
Yes, there is. And that's if you think otherwise, you're full of shit, and you are full of shit if you think that. Anyways, I'll stop now. I apologize for taking the conversation all over the place. I'm gonna eat and eat because I'm hungry as shit. Because these wings take a lot of shit. And she starts nibbling more.
Bottom line, just please do not be aggressive with me verbally, because my instinct is to respond violently, and I do not wish to do that.
Captain, I
Then
feel like
don't.
we're gonna always be violent with each other. And if you want to stop me around, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be violent verbally, and you can be violent physically. Just don't kill me. That's okay. If you wanna slow me around, catch me. Good luck.
I don't do shit by half measures.
Well, then I guess I'm gonna die, and you're gonna be without a healer. Good luck. And she
Can you
eats some more.
please just
Starts eating.
talk a little bit less shit to me?
I ain't talking shit. I'm talking truth. And she starts eating.
Look, regardless, I reckon I'm probably the most personable pirate y'all come across.
If all four of you are pirates, then you are not the most personable.
Probably the only one of us who, was a pirate.
But you disagree with everything everyone says.
Yeah, all right. Sir, I'm irritable. I don't like what has happened. Let's just.
If you can't say anything nice, you don't say anything, says Lyra, and he looks at Soleil, and Soleil just smacks him on the arm so hard. Just so hard. There's a his skin is blue, there's a red mark. It's not purple, it's bright red. She hits him
Wait,
so
How
hard.
many days ago were you born?
Oh, honey, that's gonna welt up so bad. You want me to help you with that?
She smacked the shit out of you.
Damn.
Withers.
Soleil, why'd you hit him so hard? Jesus Christ.
I'm very uncomfortable by the situation, and I don't think him speaking up was gonna help.
He's
It's
making
okay.
death saving throws.
He's making death. Oh fuck.
Honey, I promise. If the captain hurts anybody, it'll be me. Okay, I'm the best at antagonizing. I promise.
Hey! Reaches over and pokes Lucelle. Quit antagonizing him.
No, I'm just saying. If we piss him off, I'll make sure he comes after me. Okay, y'all.
And you know what? I'm gonna let him.
Why don't we leave? Why don't we pack up and leave?
Let's go.
Fantastic.
Lucella's
Sashi will
falling
reach
at
into
this
her
point.
bag.
Okay.
Sashi will reach into her bag and pack her pipe and like puff on it irritably, like a Dr. Seuss character.
Oh boy.
I just. Before whatever happens, I just want Miss Soleil.
Yep. Yes. She's tugging on Boots, standing on the road.
Look,
Yes.
I just want to apologize for any impoliteness.
All is forgiven. I completely understand. Especially after everything that you said about being worried about magic, then bad things happen with magic. Like I said, I
Yeah.
completely understand.
No hard feelings.
Of course.
Alright.
Unless there's anything else, you guys get all of your stuff, which is exactly as you left it. Some of your things are a little bit dusty, but by that very dust, you can tell that it hasn't been fucked with at all. All of your money and everything is still exactly how you left it. The bag of holding hasn't even been opened. It actually gives a slightly as you open it because it's been so long.
Sashi, oh, I gotta make an entry in my journal.
Oh, your ink is all dry.
Oh
That's
shit!
so fucked up.
No!
Your ink is all dry. It's been 18 days.
No.
No! Fuck!
You haven't opened it once. It's gone. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Does anybody have any ink? She's like,
Oh, I have
oh,
some
wait
back
a
at the
minute.
camp.
I don't need ink. I have all kinds of. I have a wizardly quill.
You're a magic girl who can magic stuff.
Magically create a tiny quill in my hand.
Well, yeah, you can write with it. Yeah.
Oh.
That's my favorite wizard class. I love that one. Scribes, it's best.
Looks at my bottle of ink like, of course it's dried up. I actually haven't used it in over 18
In
days.
decades. Eat that shit.
It was backup.
Alrighty. You guys make your way to the Green Haven. Tree casting mage armor on herself.
Just as it should.
Mother.
You make your way in and can see that Mother is in the greenhouse, bent over her herbs and plants. And Soleil will lead the way over to her, flanked by Panazipper. Panazipper looks much more comfortable in this garden than she did the first time. You get the impression that she's been here quite a few times now. Mother? Knock, knock, knock. And there's a hand that sort of waves you all in, and she will make her way in as well.
Oh, sorry, Panazivert. Oops.
You step on her foot, and she disengages and dashes and ends up on the other side of the room.
We enter initiative.
Okay, you all make your way inside, except Lucelle stays by the entrance.
I was looking up vicious. I was looking at vicious mockery insults.
You smell
Lucelle,
like tainted
get
fish.
your nose out of that book and get over here.
Okay. Doors over here. Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you just fly through the window. That's fine.
Oh, smash!
Okay. Oh yeah.
As you all gather around, you can see that on this table she is tending to 4 specific plants. A thick, vicious-looking weed that still seems to be holding some kind of stone in its grasp. It's very clear that this one was replanted into this pot. There is a bright red and orange cluster of flowers that are incredibly vibrant. The petals almost look like they are aflame due to the color. There is a patch of bright red mushrooms, the color of freshly spilt blood with no spots. And there is a what appears to be a small tree. However, this one is in a bowl of water rather than a planter and has long roots that seem to be the thing that she's actively cultivating. And she will look up at you all. Firstly, an apology. And you see Mother as she looked before. However, there is a distinct pallor across her. She looks slightly pale in color. Her eyes, the purple is less vibrant. And the movement of her clothing, the ever swirling underwater-like movement of her dress is subdued. Most of the tendrils hang low about her ankles or wrists. Even in her movements, she is slower, more deliberate.
Can I identify what she is?
You can try.
What kind of check would that be? Nature?
Nature? To try, yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Nope.
She looks like a tired lady.
Tired lady. Little.
Wow, you sure do look like a tired lady.
Are you okay?
I will be, child.
Seem like that thing sucked a bit of juice out of you.
More than a bit. I have reason to believe that there is a powerful spellcaster, magical being of some description. Location I divined. Did any
Is it
of you
like
share information?
Is it like a curse? Because I can't remove curses.
It is not like a curse.
I think she meant there was a magic bastard sitting in that tower she was talking about.
So they're like sapping your life force from something that you tap into.
No, nothing of that sort. Just I had to use more of my power than I expected to fight.
To
That was
recover it.
the mishap
Is it
that
kind of like
affected you all.
you put your eye up to the keyhole and they put a pin through it? That kind of shit.
Oh, that's a horrible metaphor. Ouch. She
More
covers her
like,
eye up reflexively.
more like, I was golfing. Do you do golf? Here, do you have
Let's
golf?
go.
Okay. I was playing. Have you ever played darts?
I've thrown darts, yeah.
Okay. Imagine you threw a dart, and the board grabbed it and then threw several more darts back at you, and you had to defend yourself against them.
That sounds fun.
Like when you get in a fight.
Yes, but
So you just had like a long distance magic punch up?
I attempted to weather the storm and protect you all from it as well. I was unsure
I
if you would
suppose
be affected.
I would say I do appreciate it. I would say thank you, but you did bring it on us, so I suppose that just leaves us smack bang in the middle.
It does. You do not owe me anything, nor I you.
Thank you for taking care of us.
That was. And she'll look. A suggestion that I am glad I heeded. She glances back from Soleil. Did
Wait,
any of
what
you
does that
share?
mean? Were you not gonna help us?
Did any of you share in the vision?
Oh, I had the vision. It's in my sleep.
I don't remember.
Did we? I vaguely recall you mentioning something about a tower, like at the end of last session. I can't recall whether
She
our characters know.
she spoke of it, and Zashi said that they had a vision.
Okay, so just
She
us. Then.
will so yeah, Zashi's you'd say yeah, I did. She will say, let me show you. There's no risk for this. And she holds out her hand, and a ball of purple light appears above it. And the ball of purple light splits into these pyramid shapes with rounded bottoms. And each one flies over to each of you and positions itself in front of your forehead. You just have to reach up and push it in if you wish to see.
I'm good.
I'm gonna push it.
Is anyone else not going to push it?
Curious, I'll push it in.
Okay.
Yeah, Lucille pushes all the things. She's a chaos gremlin.
You see in your mind's eye a brilliant tower of stone and metal that seems to grow directly out of a rock in the middle of the ocean. Strange creatures seem to flit and swirl around it, and a pillar, a ribbon, a stream of water-like light seems to come up from the very rock and swirl around the glowing beacon of the tower and into the sky out of your vision.
Watch y'all see him.
Everyone else's eyes are closed and their eyes are moving rapidly under their eyelids. You're standing there with Soleil and Mother who do not have their eyes closed. And she says they are experiencing the vision I had edited down for their minds so as to not harm them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm man enough to admit my mind ain't exactly the largest, so maybe it's best I don't partake.
She will nod, and then she closes her hand, and immediately the vision ends.
Wow.
That is what I saw. It is like the place you saw before, new to the sea. You would not have it on any map, it would not appear in any riddle or song.
You happen to know where it might be?
I can give you the exact location. Do you have a map?
Yeah, I'll pull one out.
Boy, do we.
Boy, do we!
Oh, boy.
Oh my gosh, are we getting what may be called a quest?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba!
I'm loving it.
You all see, she marks a red X
Deeps.
in the deep water to the north of your current position, in the Ukrella Crescent.
God's that's pretty close.
Part of the reason it was so dangerous for me to find it in the way it was, I did. I expected something deep beneath the sea, not something already awakened. It seems that what you found and what we have found together is already well underway. I need to know about this spellcaster, and I'm unable to go myself.
You reckon apprehending him is within our capabilities, or
I don't want them apprehended.
What she wants us to do is she wants us to make them stop raiding. It's well in
Hey.
your warehouse, Captain.
Yeah, killing magic users?
yeah? I mean, I was just look. I was trying to do that politeness thing and not talk about killing. It's like we're talking about killing. Can we just like, if there are
Ah,
rules, can
Captain,
we
I
just
love
Must
tell
be
you.
me?
very confusing for you.
It's okay,
I don't
I
know.
Captain.
am not like humans or elves.
It's okay, Captain. This is very advanced, reading the room kind of shit. I'll be happy to be your translator, and it's you did good. You were doing real well. I promise.
Look, I
You were
just
doing great.
can I just not? Can I just say it like I see it?
You find what I'll do is I'll help you when it's like situations like Soleil, but with this with Mother, it's okay for you to be straightforward.
Oh,
I'm reclaiming my time.
Sorry, boss.
goodbye. I'm leaving.
This is of the utmost urgency. To be completely clear, this tower needs to be returned to the depths of the sea. I do not care how you do it. The spellcaster, I need to know who or what they are. And I need to know that they're not a problem anymore. Beyond that, you can do what you wish. Any of the riches within this place are yours for the taking.
Okay, so who they are, what they're doing, what they brought to play with, and how we can neutralize them, and if necessary, if we need to kill them, and bring and where we find we can keep.
I'm also more than willing to offer you several, and she gestures to the plants on the table ahead of her, of my finest concoctions bred from these three plants, these four plants.
Ooh,
She'll
these are
point at them,
sweet.
and in order that I described them before, she will say, this is gripweed, cinder petals, Addison's blood, and smuggler's root.
These are
So would you be rewarding us with that, or are you thinking more
This
making
would be
an
to
investment?
this would be to help you with your work.
Yeah, that's what
oh
I like to hear.
I am, and she kind of stops herself and then says, I do not have great wealth to my name.
Yeah, I mean,
We've never been once for making a serious amount of money.
to be completely transparent, this shit seems like it'd make sailing pretty rough going. So if we can stomp it out before it gets too big of a problem, I reckon it's worth doing just for doing.
Yeah, it sounds like it's mutually beneficial. Anyways, so this is icing on the cake, right?
And you seem to be under the impression that this kind of place might have some goodies for us, so
There's more magic there than can come from any singular creature. There are either many magic users or at least some artifacts of powerful magic.
Something fancy for either Captain or Zash or Panzer or
Oh, I've got
crazy.
plenty of magic items.
I think we can get you more blinged out. Or our creepy lightning bolt girl. I forget names because my brain works weird.
Cherie.
Cherie?
Sheree, thank you. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Sorry.
you know, I feel like forgetting someone's name is a little more. Never mind.
Having my name forgotten is the worst.
Listen, then you can get away. I'm guessing that's what you meant, Cherie.
I smiled directly at Zashi.
Anyways,
Yes, time is of the essence.
let's
So,
get to the ship. Go
where
sailing.
exactly you got the concoctions, them
Oh, right.
magic drinkings you got for us, or
Yes, each of you may select a potion. I have gripweed poison. I have cinder petal solution. I have healing potions made from Addison's blood. Should be a bit more effective, as well as smuggler's root. Now, be warned, powdered smuggler's root is incredibly addictive.
uh,
So what
just
is? Go ahead,
Right.
sorry, Captain.
I would you mind dumbing it down for me a little bit for what all the effects of these things are? Because I ain't no botanological person.
Gripweed poison. If ingested, it will strangle the victim from within their own throat.
Okay.
Cinder Petal's solution is very similar to Alchemist's fire, except for its distinctive pink color.
So System of Fire, but they look all fancy.
Addison's blood healing potions are very similar to what you know now, except for their slightly deeper red color and a bit of an extra kick. You get one extra d4 for these.
Ooh.
So a common one would be 3d4 plus 2.
Yeah. 2d4. Yes.
And Smuggler's Root, she will gesture to a small. It's literally like wax paper, and there's a small pile of gray powder on it. When inhaled directly, you one gains access to limited magical abilities for a time, depending upon the amount.
Trust
My
that
gosh.
shit.
Yeah.
So if
I-
you snort it, you get what kind of magic?
Wizard-like powers.
Ooh.
Dependent upon the amount of use, the more powerful you get.
Well,
Zashi's like, oh yeah, I used to do this shit back in college.
I'm thinking I might take the
Zashi, you would have done something similar, but this is not. This is like
serious shit.
this was used for soldiers,
As
similar to
military
how
grade.
cocaine was used in World War II.
Work.
Like,
it's
You mean
meth.
like it's more like fucking meth rather than
Yeah,
yeah,
cocaine?
It's what they gave to
Yeah.
the Japanese
Bath
suicide
salts.
pilots.
Zeke, you said you were gonna take which one?
I might take the healing one. I feel like we don't got too much healing capabilities among us all, and I don't really much understand how I'd be using the other lot of it. I don't envision I'd be able to shove something down someone's throat in the middle of a fight faster than I could kill them.
Pennisever is already holding a bottle of gripweed.
I was actually gonna get that. I think I might take the one that lets people set on fire, look all fancy.
Okay, one cinder petal solution for you. Cinder
I
petal
was
solution is essentially Alchemist Fire, Addison's Blood Healing Potion, just marked down that it's an extra D4, but it's still a common healing potion.
I was considering the fire, but seeing as we're dealing with water shit, fire water don't mix so good. So
You camera pans to Zashi. You hear like a wah wah.
Yeah, Zashi, what, speaking of you, what are you going to select? Pokemon styles.
Probably the smuggler's route.
Smuggler's Root, okay.
What was the?
She
Sorry,
will
go ahead.
give you one pouch of Smuggler's Root. This has 5 doses in it.
Woo!
What was the second one called again? The Alchemist Fire look-alike?
Cinder Petal Solution. Gripweed Poison, Cinder Petal Solution, Addison's Blood Healing Potions, and Powdered Smuggler's Root.
now y'all be careful with the smuggler's route. I heard some bad things about that.
What about you, Cherie?
Debating on the strangleweed or the healing one.
What does your heart tell you?
Very clearly strangleweed.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll go with the strangleweed.
Okay. Gripweed Poison as well. Yes. The Gripweed Poison is only 1 vial. So it's only 1 usage, 1 effective dose.
And same with the
Alchemist Fire, yes, and the healing
the Cinder
potion.
Petal
The
solution.
addictive powder is the only thing because you can do it in small amounts or you can do it all at once. And well, y'all heard when I said highly addictive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I personally try not to dabble in anything harder than regular old smoke weed. But y'all got the I don't know user's manual for the drugs thing.
You got any magical Narcan?
I don't want to I don't want to have to be blowing all our savings on keeping you from dying from withdrawal symptoms.
If you only use it sparingly, I would say once. That's not her voice. If you only were to use it sparingly, perhaps once every week, or I would say every 5 days, so long as you let yourself fully recover and your system clear out. The addictive properties should not kick in.
Yeah, that sparks once a week, no more.
And don't double up on the doses.
Sir, yes, sir. Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
How many doses is that?
5.
All right.
I would offer you more, but your ship is in the bay, and the day is getting long.
Yeah, we best get going. Thank you for your assistance and
And
I
yours.
suppose putting us on a new job. I guess we was roaming a little bit more aimlessly than before. So
Hey, mother. Does anybody or do Do you know if anybody has any lyres instruments in town or for sale?
I do not frequent the stores in town.
Okay, thank you.
You both start to get
Maybe.
quieter and quieter.
Maybe Selena would know,
Why would you need to buy someone to lie for you?
because I need a lyre. She
But
starts
like,
kind of humming to herself.
you can tell the
Oh,
you can. Oh, you mean the instrument,
yes,
Be on your way.
right?
she wants these idiots out of her house.
Well, thank you for having us. I guess.
Keep them safe, Soleil.
Good fucking luck.
Uh,
And she kind of goes, huh? And looks over at Mother and she says, you are to accompany the travelers. Speed the wind in their sails and flatten the
Oh
seas
shit!
for their approach.
You
And she just kind of goes, yes, Mother.
you sure you got the stomach for that, Soleil? Because
I will remain on the boat.
I mean,
More of a
I'm
guide
just
than
gonna be
anything.
I'm just gonna be completely open with you. I open people up sometimes when they're being rude to me. So just maybe don't be looking at us when we fight.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'll
To be
Again, she will stay
crystal
on the
clear,
boat.
I ain't gonna open you up unless you do something real nasty to us.
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh.
I'll look to Mother as we have a moment of privacy. Thank you. As much as it wasn't your decision, I'll be sure to return her and keep my appetites to myself.
Jesus Christ.
She will look up from what appears to be some kind of sproutling that she's currently tending to, and she meets your gaze directly, and the purple light behind her eyes gets a little bit brighter, and she says, the constrictions of one's appetite is a lifelong goal. Serenity takes a long time to achieve. Sate your hunger when you can.
Big smile. Just nod as I ride on out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little soft hum as I pet Ria, trying to catch up with the.
Alrighty.
God, it feels good to be back on the sea.
Oh, hey, was I able to secure an instrument in the town before we left?
You would have had to travel all the way back to town, which is a
Oh.
day's travel away.
Oh, never mind. Well, we do have stuff in the hold. Am I able to find a lyre in
You
the
should check the bag. I think the bag of holding has more stuff than the hold, because the hold is, and whatever is in the hold is on the hold handout.
Okay.
So if you guys want to buy more stuff for it, then you gotta make sure you put it on there. But as of currently, what is on there is what you have. There are no more like extra wood in the hold or other supplies. Almost every like loose random item that was in the hold were washed out during the storm.
Fuck.
Including the body of the were shark.
Ah,
But
No.
that may have just been cleaned out while you were unconscious. It's hard to say. It is now gone.
Sail away, sail away.
I believe I made doubly sure that was in several pieces, so hopefully it shouldn't be an issue.
Are there any dragon turtle bones on the beach?
Yes, you do have one half skeleton of a dragon turtle, including full shell and skull.
Well, there you go,
Oh,
Captain.
yes.
It's not like every internal thing, but the like fins and shell and head are all there.
Enough for a collector to be interested, perhaps.
Lucille takes the metal whistle out of the bag of holding, and she keeps that on her now.
Would it be something we could? I imagine it would take a while to adorn the ship with it.
Yes, definitely.
All right, we'll just use the crane to bring it in then.
Oh, I would say that it's probably already in
They
the
loaded it on
the
for us.
hold in the hold for you. So somebody
So-
add half skeleton, including skull and shell, to the ship's hold, please.
I'll add it. For all intents and purposes, we have everything in its place that we have left. There's nothing else.
Yes.
This is it.
The random detritus is not there. Also, Fiddlesticks is still back in the other place.
Fiddlesticks, no.
It's okay. He's safe there. We know where he is. We can go back get him later.
Yes.
That's still pretty cool, though. Communal fucking soup pot walks around and delivers food.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you fed them for quite a bit. Lucille dumped out a lot of the bag of holding meat into that freezer for them.
And they spent all night salting it.
Yeah.
Do you know how that takes a long time?
That's a lot of fucking meat.
And you gotta wrap it all, and it's gotta be food grade, and
We basically hand delivered them like the equivalent of a whole fucking cow.
you're putting
No.
images in the Roll20 chat. Alrighty. You guys set back out. There is enough of the day left that you will travel your full distance. Give me a navigation tools check, please. Navigator.
Lucille's up in the crow's nest with her spyglass, and now that metal whistle, practicing the different calls. You know when people get on the ship and shit.
Alright. Who is navigating for us today?
I suppose I might as well. I believe
Alrighty.
I have proficiency.
Professor.
Wisdom is just flat, but it's the +3.
Still good. Still good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. 72 miles, right? What's your speed? Alright, Soleil will, spend the day controlling water and blasting the sails with gusts of wind in turn. She will add 27 miles to your, total coverage for the day.
We zooming.
Wow.
Which will bring you to roughly
100.
this location in the sea as you board and essentially rocket out, the tide receding to carry you back out to sea, the favorable wind and smooth water letting you build up more and more speed as the day goes on, and you are, to use a technical term, zooming.
Yeah, shouting
You
over the
know,
wind.
Miss
Wow,
Soleil,
we're really
I think I
moving.
could get used to having you on board.
Thanks. Sweat. It's such a good day of travel that you guys also can all roll your skill learning stuff. Zashi is currently not learning anything, and if you would like to,
Ooh.
now would be the time.
I feel like it would make sense for her to like she wants to get better at navigation.
Navigator's tools.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll start at a DC 10 for Navigator's tools. Let's go down the horn. Anyone who would like to work on their Navigator's tools can do so now. If you need to know what your DC is, please ask.
Seeing as I do have proficiency, I'll start. I'll be teaching the others, I suppose.
Yes, you're teaching Zashi Navigator's tools. You and Cherie are both learning Carpenter's tools together, and Lucelle is learning water vehicles. From, we'll just say, Soleil, just because you're teaching Navigator's tools today. Okay. Everyone is still below DC 15, so you're all going to roll straight up D20s to work on your thing. You got Carpenter's
Question,
tools. Yeah.
Am I able to both teach and learn?
Yeah. Because you
Okay.
can talk while you're working on carving with carpenter's tools.
Alrighty.
I think spend once per. Why not?
Okay.
I think I will too.
Okay. Shree, you do
Yay!
not progress. Zeke,
Oh,
you do not progress. Lucelle, you progress.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay.
What the fuck? Oh.
Okay, Lucelle and Zashi both advance. Zashi, you advance to a DC 11. Lucelle, you hit a DC 15. Going forward now, all of your rolls for water vehicles you can roll with your wisdom stat straight up, rather than a
Nice.
D20. You still have to hit a DC of 20 before you finish learning it. It is
Sweet.
shorter than learning skills the way the book wants you to, but it can still take a heck of a long time. Is there anything specific that you guys would like to do on your first day back on the ship as you fucking speed blast your way there?
She's just practicing her different bosun's calls on the whistle, that stuff,
Uh-huh.
and having fun sighting things with her spyglass, packing around the bag of holding, fluttering around,
Hell yeah.
listening to the calls of the captain, practicing
Okay.
her rope tying. That's
All right.
about
What
it.
about? Okay. What about other people?
Just enjoying the breeze. Probably braiding some of the longer bits of the mane that have come out in those 18 days.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Tightening some things up, adding some new ones.
Yeah, doing
Hell
a
yeah.
little bit of a black beard and tying a little bit of smoke weed to set a light at any point.
Money. That's money. All right.
Yeah.
Money.
Zashi journal, I assume.
Yeah,
Game journal
Zashi's
lady.
sitting. Zashi's sitting on the little like thing at the back there, watching the waves and probably like refamiliarizing herself with the ship's hold, the bag of holdings items, um and her like navigator's tools. Like she's proud of herself for that.
Did you
Starting a
buy
new
navigator's
skill.
tools?
No.
Oh, okay.
I am teaching Riata how to strangle someone and form a noose around them on command.
Work.
Okay. I mean, I guess if you've already got someone grappled, it can't be that hard to put a noose on them, like as an action. Right? And if you've got a rope that knows how to tie a noose real handy, guess that makes sense. Then they would have to not choke to death.
You don't like it, but it makes sense.
Not a fan. But I guess I don't know what I expected when I gave you guys the hangman's living rope.
Such a good boy.
You gave it to
Good boy.
and it goes to the creepiest person.
I didn't
Yeah.
decide who it goes to.
I walked into that room and that thing
I
saw
mean,
me
you
like
did
a cute
decide
little
who it
puppy
goes to
dog.
when you made it, though.
No, I thought the
with that.
creepy fairy was gonna like it. I thought Cherie would bond with the pot that she could put people in. But you know
Hey,
what?
you sound like my dad.
We all disappoint our parents.
It got flipped around.
I'm
Though.
not disappointed. Nobody's disappointed.
The hangman's noose got claimed by the creepy lady, and the creepy fairy claimed the pot she put in. Because she could ride it like a chariot.
Listen, Riata's a good boy.
So was the pot.
Just
Boy?
listen to my orders. Riata's a good rope.
Alright, you guys spend your day at sea, and night will fall. Are you guys setting up a watch?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone goes to bed. Who is on first watch?
I'll, as per usual, just stay at the wheel until it's first watch is done.
Heck yeah.
Mumbles, good night.
No.
Yay, bed. Miss bed.
I'll gladly
Zeke in
skip
classic.
her.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I'll gladly sport third since I only need 4 hours.
Oh, and what was the? I forgot the pot's name again. What was his name again?
Fiddlesticks.
Dibble. Thank you.
Yeah, everybody makes their way to beds. Zeke, in classic tradition, you are enjoying being on a ship too much to really pay attention too much about the water.
Yeah. I'm probably doing a fair bit of bird love. Just
Your
lots
bird-
of little scratches.
Bird's a little fat. Your bird's
Yeah.
just a little bit. It may have been overfed.
Someone's been fattening up your bird.
Somebody purposely went out and got him a bunch of mealworms and caterpillars.
Where's the bird at? Is it in his quarters?
It just lives in my main.
Oh.
It's a canary from whatever the fucking first town we visited. I forget the name of.
Oh.
It's Ganymede from Overwatch.
I reckon at this point, Lucille probably has spotted it, and so she turns on, speak with animals. Hey, how's it going in there?
What?
Wait.
Everyone's in bed. We're in watches.
Oh, never mind.
What?
I forgot. I got I'm asleep. Never mind. Apologies. My brain's derping today. Sleeping.
Okay. Yeah. Your 2 hours will pass as you get to see the end of the sunset, and enjoy some time with your bird, and giving him maybe a little bit more exercise than he's been getting recently while you've been out for, again, 18 days. You guys lost more than 2 weeks of time.
Mm-hmm.
How much bird shit is in that main?
It didn't live in the
he was
main the whole
being
time.
clean.
Yeah, he was being cared for. I will say you did find the bird in a cage. It was like, a nice cage, but it was like a handmade wooden cage, maybe 4 feet by 3.5 or something.
God,
Real
we must
kind.
have been a full-time job.
See, that's how you know those people were kind.
Yeah. Round the clock care for 4 people when you have 5 people.
For almost a month.
It's a lot.
It's exhausting.
Don't
ever give fancy for shit ever again.
She didn't leave you guys. Or take all your shit and then leave you guys.
Which she could have very easily done.
Probably
so
should have.
easily.
She
So
could have
easily.
she could have also just killed us all.
At any point. Anyway, Zeke, your
Yeah.
watch will eventually come to an end. I'm just trying to
Alright. That's
plow
come back
through.
down. Ugh. Alright. Sparks, you about ready to get your eyes on the skies?
Bud rolls out of bed. Yeah. Grabs pipe and walks past you. Good night again.
Nah. Wrap up in the biscuit rug.
Heck yeah.
Stands at the wheel giving my best Zeke impression.
So I just have to say.
I'm so big and tough.
There we go. Thank you. I just need to spark something. Okay. You smoke and are on watch. I'm not gonna give you disadvantage on perception, but I should.
Mean.
You
Sounds
stoner.
about right.
You dirty stoner.
I am clean. God damn it.
Zashi says, I am clean to the world.
No one. Okay.
Perception.
Yeah. So.
It's the night of the tens.
Yeah.
You're smoking, and you're too focused on your Zeke impression, which mostly involves enjoying the salt spray and keeping your chin up at a 33-degree angle.
I can't wait to report back to Zeke that we saw the same things. I reckon I had just as much of just as much perception as you did tonight.
What's the weather like out there tonight, GM?
It's a light drizzle.
A little cloudy.
Immediately anxious from the rain.
It's not even enough that it's really sizzling when it hits Yuzashi. It's I would barely call it a sprinkle.
Kind of,
That
yeah, it's
would
kind of cool and
it'd be
refreshing.
so funny if you crashed us again.
Right now. Another storm. Hey, look, if I roll another storm, I'm not
Capsize.
gonna say no to the dice and the weather.
Nature
I don't
is
control
a
it.
fickle bitch.
I don't
It's
write
the
the weather.
stormy season.
Yeah, hey, look. If I roll another 98, you know,
Storm of the
we'll
century.
see what
Fuck.
happens. Anyway, your watch will pass. You don't see anything untoward. You don't see much, actually. Your daredevil red dark vision extending out over the waves.
Oh right, I forgot my dark vision is red.
Infrared.
Your watch will come to an end.
Okay, who am I gonna go get?
It's up
Let
to you.
me just real quick.
Mm.
Hey, I'm gonna go get Cherie.
Mm.
That's the right one.
Hey, Cherie, wake up.
As ever throws a pillow at Yuzashi. As you go, hey!
Wait, can I try and catch it?
Yes.
What would that
Save.
be?
Dexterity. Straight dex.
Oh,
Straight dex. Dex
Oh.
save would be to dodge it.
Damn!
Yeah, no, it hits you. You
Is it-
turn and go, what? And
You're right.
it pies you right in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a comical eek, like squeak sound, and it bounces off.
God damn it.
Like memory foams her face as it printed on it as it falls on the ground.
It's just a
Alright,
frowny
well.
Zashi face in the
Yeah.
pillow.
Oh, I'm gonna go back to bed. Good night, Panzavert.
enjoy. As I
Panzavert says the first thing ever that she said, and it's
She says,
fuck you.
she says, fuck you, Zashi, I hate you. She says, I'm going back to sleep. Ugh.
and Shuri will look at Zell peeking over and just give a little nod, yes.
Lucille flips over her hammock and quietly pads out behind her, and then she telepathically whispers to Panzer, "Good night, Panzer," and does a little pose, and then
She's gonna
climbs out of the
kill
ship.
all of us, stab us
Her
all.
hand scrabbles off the side of the hammock, reaching for the pillow. Her eyes still closed. Her other hand does not move. It's just her arm.
This is the thanks she gets.
Oh, I've slept peacefully while taking care of you for months. Wakes up. Oh, you motherfuckers.
Taking all your shit. Should have left with it. Should have never fucked with. The two of you come upstairs. You're going to take your watch together. You both going to be up for the remaining 4 hours?
I will because I got my long rest.
Lucille?
Yeah, she thinks she doesn't mind taking an exhaustion this time.
Okay, you'll have to roll me a con save at the end of the long rest. but-
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then why don't you both give me 2 perception checks and tell me what you're doing.
Distracted by Tiny Fairy.
Distracted by what she's
Two
trying to
each.
do.
Oh, well.
You can also both on Whisper.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I've been on the wave spare.
Nice. It's the night of the 10s, y'all.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
10.
Just so you all know, Lucille's first roll for the night was a 6. Alright, you both are completely distracted, basically.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
That's
do
okay, it's
until
fair.
the sun comes up?
So yeah, Lucelle's falling behind like a little penguin, behind Shuri quietly. She's got her hands like clasped behind her, like skipping toes, easily keeping on her feet with her wings to keep her in balance. So I I am gonna try to be a bard, in addition to wielding all kinds of weird ass eldritch magic because of a warlock pact with some kind of celestial creature. And I was wondering if you could help me with practicing music because I'm out of practice and it's been a while since I've had music lessons, and you seem to be a little bit more experienced than I am.
I can teach what few songs I know.
That'd be good. Also, I need to get a good instrument. I think I can sing, but I mean, I'm feeling comfortable singing, but I think I'd be better with like either a lyre or a lute. I think a lyre. Yeah, I like harps better.
Would be practical to your size. It would probably be a
Hmm.
little cheaper.
Yeah, and lighter too. I think that's why. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter. Easier to fly with.
Always been a fan of the flute myself.
Hmm. It's unfortunately with flutes are nice, but when you're zipping through the air, they make too much noise, and I like to be quiet.
I would have never guessed.
I mean, when I want to be stealthy in the air, it's tricky when you got a natural like whistle, dragging catching the wind and it go beep when it's on you. Speaking from experience, when I was a kid, I had a recorder. It did that to me all the time, and I got my ass whooped by a few cousins because they got pissed off with it.
Curious as to what messages you were receiving from the court.
Basically, I got in trouble because I didn't report in like I was supposed to for 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks, and basically it's a bunch of psychic punishments where they beat they slapped the shit out of me to the point where I almost went crazy. Fortunately, I was able to keep my head together enough to where I didn't go crazy, but it hurt. It hurt a lot.
Explains
But yeah,
little
I
sparks of
definitely,
fire.
huh?
Explains the little sparks of fire in your attitude after.
Yeah. I mean, also, I'm kind of tired of just putting up with this. I'm kind of tired of just being quiet when he's being angry with people that don't need to be angry with. So I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna help him be a better person to people that don't need to be mean to. If he wants to be mean to people that need to be mean, that's fine. But when it's people like that, you don't need that. And I know these. If he's gonna really hurt me, it'd be justified, and I'd be fair to at that point have him try to kill me. But I ain't done nothing like that yet. And if he wants to rough me up, fine. He's got to catch me first, though.
Err on the side of caution, young lady.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I've been tempting tigers my entire existence. I mean, look at where I'm from. And
You
I.
don't need a seatbelt until you do.
The windshield is your friend as it shreds you on the way out.
Exactly. Anyways, I mean,
And Lucelle's gone. She's gone like a potato chip thrown out the window of a speeding car. Just she's like a mile back already.
There
It's
she
too
goes.
late.
Oh, fuck.
No, fuck.
hot
Oh
dog
well.
on-
Roll
hot
a new
dog on
character.
the
Sorry.
side of a bumper.
That's what we'll call
You fish another bedraggled, you fucking motherfucker out of the water. Oh hey, look, it's a healer. Perfect. Yeah, you guys converse and talk until morning light begins to spread over the deck of the ship, and the sun rises into the sky, and after a point you know that the long rest is complete. I need a con save from you, Lucelle, to not take a level of exhaustion for not
Level
sleeping.
exhaustion.
Yeah, I don't know what the save is. I was in the middle looking up, but a 7 isn't gonna succeed anything because of
Nope.
5e's bounded accuracy. Cool. You please need mark 1 level of exhaustion for me. That'll be interesting.
I will go make breakfast ahead of time using whatever stores we have been given so kindly. I will use.
You did not have any replenished stores. You still have the rations that you had left, and the things that were in the fridge are still there in the fridge. So any like fish or sharks that you have that you guys caught that are on the manifest, you still have.
All right.
So if
Alright.
you might just have rations. I don't know what's on there.
Let's go look at the whole.
Is exhaustion tracked on this thing?
You need to enable it. Here, I can do it. If you go to the settings,
Oh, okay. I see it. Yeah.
yeah, exhaustion.
Yes. Okay, I see it.
We got some shark
Show
rations.
exhaustion tracking on. There you go. And then you go back here, and it's right here in the middle. Exhaustion level.
There
One.
it is. Okay,
Disadvantage
it's-
on ability checks.
Yeah. I just didn't see it. Thank you.
No worries.
I'll use some of the shark rations to practice one of the recipes from my personal book. Just to kind of see and gauge how tasty it is before I use it on anything more significant down there.
Okay.
Cell floats over to the prow of the ship and tries practicing one of the songs that Cherie was quietly teaching her last night. So, ooh,
Mm-hmm. It's good old Feywild
Disadvantage.
oh yeah, disadvantage. Thank you
Oh,
for
no.
reminding me. Oh no! Oh no!
Nails on a chalkboard.
From me to you. I mean, just
Fantastic. Then a fucking string breaks.
Yeah, so it was starting
God,
great. Like she
Lucille,
was
cut
very
that
inspired.
bucket.
She was very inspired, but then as she started singing, her voice immediately cracked at the harshest the way everyone's hackles raised. It's like someone just spat in their face, and she immediately was super embarrassed and stopped singing.
Might be from staying up too late.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap. That's okay, Captain.
Fine by me.
She,
Just make sure you're up there if trouble happens.
I'll go up in the crow's nest, okay? She flies up to the top, flops into the nest, and just her wings, her arms hanging out from the crow's nest back between the bars, because she's so tiny.
you get to try and sleep.
Yeah, she can try to take a nap up there.
Okay. So you can't. You got the benefits of a long rest already, so you can't.
Yeah, no,
for-
she's just taking a nap. She's just napping.
Okay.
So basically, she's out of character. She's just dozing basically.
Okay.
Clever.
Flavor text.
Okay. Are you going to keep a watch up there with your
Yeah.
spyglass?
Yeah, she's got a spyglass, so she's just keeping an eye out for things, but she's being lazy.
Okay. Give me a perception at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Turning it on. So don't forget this time. There we go. Perception. Boom. 9. There we go.
Lucelle, even with a 9, as the hours go by after breakfast, with Soleil helping with the sails and Zeke expertly navigating, you cannot fail to see the stream of light coming up from the ocean several hundred feet away. How you got so close to this thing without seeing it before, you're not sure, but the pillar of light extends as far into the sky as you're able to see without having to close your eyes because of the brightness of the sun. It seems to stretch all the way up to the noonday sun as far as you can see.
So is it to our starboard or our port?
It's slightly to your port.
So
As
yeah,
you
she-
look, the sky around it seems dark because of how bright this pillar, this ribbon that you saw, this vision of the tower that you saw before, rising into the air. And as you call out and point it out to the crew below, you all look over and you can't believe that you didn't notice it before. This is a staggering, awesome creation. This natural or unnatural structure is unlike anything you've seen.
Oh,
Cherie.
that thing is great.
Yeah.
Armor up. Roll him up.
Hey, something's happening.
Yeah, you don't even need to make a navigation check. You simply turn the wheel in the direction of it. Final preparations. Is there anything you guys would like to do as you begin to close the distance to this? What can only be the location you came here for?
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
any last words of valuable information or advice?
This thing is from the bottom of the ocean. I don't think you can expect to recognize any creatures that you see in it, except maybe what you saw before.
Hey,
Alright.
so like,
Ugly bitch bastards.
since you're a magic specialist that specializes in ocean magic, are you able to cast anything that lets people breathe underwater?
No, I'm sorry.
Well, damn. It's worth a shot.
I'm cautiously watching the waters on our approach to make sure there's nothing funky or shallow rising up as this thing is unnaturally growing.
Give me a nature or a perception, depending on what you're trying to figure out.
Can Lucille come up to help her out, just help give her extra set eyes?
Pretty much just
say no.
perception between like maybe sandbars or coral reefs that have been like pushed towards the surface because of this shit.
Okay.
Something that would fucking beach or rip the hull. Just to make sure that we're not gonna.
Can I give her?
run
Can I
over
give
the-
her a help action to give her?
No,
advantage on that?
you're doing other stuff. You were
Okay.
just in the middle of another conversation. We're
Sorry
cutting to
about that.
one of the other characters.
My bad.
It's okay. With a 9, you don't see anything like sandbars or anything like that.
I'm just keeping watch, making sure if I see anything fucking creeping.
I mean, there's quite a bit of vegetation in the water. Palm frond, or not palm fronds, but seaweed extending up, larger growths of coral and underwater algae and fungi. Makes for quite a bright and vibrant sea. I will, unless you guys have a final preparations. Sazashi, was there anything you wanted to do?
Nope.
Pop your armor on or something, I don't know.
I'd probably want to wait until we're actually in combat. Because it goes
You might
away in
wanna
10 minutes.
Be wearing it though.
Oh, yeah, I have it on. I'll put it on.
I'll run downstairs and grab one of my pickaxes that I put away.
Okay.
Just in case we had to dig through something again.
Alright. You guys sail closer and closer to the outcropping of rock. As you guys are about 40 feet away, Soleil will use the winds and the water to help bring you guys to a stop. Drop the anchor, and if with Zeke's permission, take the wheel.
Alright, so like we'll keep this ship in ship shape. We'll be back quickly as we can.
You
If,
better.
Yep, we'll do what we can. And I trust that if shit goes wrong, you can make your way back home fine yourself, given your affinity for the sea. Is that about right?
Sounds about right. Captain.
You're good. You ain't necessarily part of the crew unless you want to be.
I'm on the boat.
All right. Also, I apologize if I've made you frightened of me. I understand I can be a little scary, but you
Sometimes
ain't done me
scary
no
is
wrong,
what's called
so
for.
I ain't
Yeah.
gonna do you no wrong. I'm
Sometimes
just
scary
gonna
is what's
tear up
called
the
for.
folks that be
Yeah.
trying to hurt you.
I'll protect the boat. I promise I won't hurt it if I can help it.
Appreciate it. And do you mind looking after Isaac? I don't think this is the kind of journey you should come on. And I'll take the canary out of my mane.
Oh, sure. He and I are very close friends. You can see the canary immediately flies over, and she gives him like,
Try
you
not to
see
feed him
a
quite so much.
giant cracker that she pulls out. It's as big as her hand, and she starts giving it to him, and he just starts chomping around the edge.
I'm just gonna say, you give him too many more of those, he's gonna die.
Oh, I, I. She snaps the cookie in half and puts half of it away.
Also, if you got some grain or something like that, that'd probably be better for him.
Okay.
I keep a little bit in my cabin. You can grab some of that.
Okay.
All right.
All right. You guys, I assume, are gonna take the lifeboat over. You take just one for the 5 of you.
I don't see why not.
All right.
Do you
Uh,
guys any other thoughts?
Uh, just bring one crate with us in case.
empty crate.
Yeah, empty crate.
Okay. You
Good.
load a crate into the raft or the lifeboat. You paddle your way over the water, which is thick with unusually thick with scummy algae on the top of it, despite this being open ocean.
Not
Uh,
thick water.
yeah, and make your way to the sharp and jagged stones of the shore here. Most of you wear shoes. Zeke, this is comfy for you. It's a little pokey, a little bit slicey. You don't cut yourself immediately, but you know that you're gonna have to be a little bit careful, at least until you get up
Like,
towards this
take a
tower.
bit of like scraps of thick cloth and wrap my
Ti-
feet in them some.
Very smart. Now all you gotta worry about is like Snakefoot.
Mhm.
Um. Okay. I assume you all beach the ship, flip it on its bottom, leave the crate inside,
Mm-hmm.
That's the
start
plan.
making your way up the uh outcropping of rock. Though there are no stairs or paths, you can follow the natural direction of the rock, which flows around and up in a very shell-like pattern. As you make your way up and up, you eventually reach the level of this tower. You can look up. It's made from bricks that have been completely plastered over with some kind of rock slurry that has then been painted. There are windows set in at various positions, and up at the top you can see a metal cage that encloses a broken glass dome at the top. Inside of the broken glass, there is a still glowing sphere of light that seems to rotate gently.
Well, that's not ominous as fuck.
You can also see that as you pass farther and farther up the outcropping of rock, the light, the stream or ribbon, whatever you want to call it, ethereally, very much like mist walking down a long street, seems to disappear ahead of you and behind you, remaining ever farther out of reach. Until you realize that you're probably standing in it and just can't see it immediately all around you. That this entire island is probably streaming up just as you all saw when you were farther away. Raw magic or light or something is pouring off of this place. And somehow you didn't see it until you were already almost upon it.
Place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, this is Zeke. To I reckon the best way to say this is magic shit that's above our purview, and it's not good magic. This is fucking this place up.
I'm well aware of that. Let's go and do it, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's enter the lighthouse. Bioshocks.
I would
Okay.
definitely recommend caution. Nothing's going to be the same here.
Nope.
Let's try
As
to be
you make
quiet about it.
okay, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting people. As you guys make your way around the tower, you cannot see an entrance, a door of any kind. What you do see are these windows, double planed for two of them, double paned for two of them, but only a single window is in the lowest frame. It is still intact, and indeed it is crusted over with what seems like years worth of growth of algae and coral and even rock from slagging down from the upper parts of the tower.
Do you want me to go check on the upper window, see what it looks like inside?
If you can.
Might be a good call. But again, try to be quiet about it.
Oh, yeah, that's not a problem.
You fly up to the second window if you would like to roll stealth, do so. Inside, you can see that there were once a set of stairs that made their way all the way up to the top that are now gone. From the vantage of the second, we'll call it the second story window, you can see that there is a landing and a set of stairs that continues about 10 feet farther up past this window, but does continue further down, which you can't see because of the angle. You can
Okay.
also see that somewhere up above where you can see there is light coming down, presumably from the glowing orb at the top of the tower.
Okay. She flies up to the higher window, but she's not gonna fly up to the top because she doesn't want to get too close to what might be dangerous up there yet.
Sure. From there you can see the top part where the shattered stairs would connect. The floor above where they would connect through is shattered nearly in half, and you can see through the broken flooring the glowing light from above.
But it's just a spiral staircase all the way up.
It's a
There's not
wooden
really any
spiral
doors there.
staircase that goes up, yes.
Okay. She comes down to the group and reports what she sees. There's not much in there really. It just kind of goes all the way up to the top of that, light source up there. I don't
And it
want to
goes
go up
down
there.
too.
Yeah. I don't want to go up there because it might be dangerous and not separate from y'all.
Fair.
Alrighty. Well, into the mouth of the beast, I suppose. Anyone need to prepare anything?
I feel like I'm as ready as I will be.
Hey, Captain. I guess I could say I am real proud of what you just did before we even got here. When you told Sally how sorry you was about intimidating her, and I think you made some real growth, and I really appreciate you. I think you have gotten even better as a leader, and I'm gonna give
I
him
ain't changed
one of my bardic inspirations.
but thank you.
Alright,
So
that'll
you have,
last 10 minutes.
yep.
Okay.
Let's get going. And yeah, definitely like click one back a little bit, get a bit low into kind of predator stalking mode.
Alright. You all begin break through the window and begin making your way down.
Woo!
You break through the window and follow single file down the stairs, Zeke in the lead. Though there is light above you, you quickly descend into darkness, going down what might be 3 or 4 stories worth of circling this ever widening column going down.
Since we're trying to be stealthy, Lucille says, "I can't see as well in here, but I don't want to give away our position. So if I could just hold somebody's hand, I'll be quiet."
Wait, you was telling me fairies ain't can see in the dark?
Nope.
That
Damn.
is all the magic you got, and that ain't any of it.
I mean, I can make light, so I don't need to be able to see in the dark because I can make light.
Alrighty. Well, maybe don't do that. Just
Yeah, that's why I said since we're trying to be stealthy, I should hold somebody's hand.
yeah.
Take my hand.
I'll try and get me stealth on.
Okay. Why don't I get a
You should-
group stealth check?
I will also cast tongues before we get any deeper, just in case we hear a conversation that I don't
Okay.
understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stealth 17, 6, 15, 16. Okay, that is above a 10 average.
Weird.
Okay. You guys make your way further down and down. Eventually you reach a point where the stairs transition somewhat roughly. There's actually a three-foot gap where the wooden stairs stop, and there is a set of stone stairs that seem to be hewn out of the wall that are much rougher. And there's about another story worth of these stairs until you pass through the floor into a lit room. As you step in, you can see the torches light the wall. There is a glowing green crystal set into the floor of this circular space, as well as two armor stands bearing coral designs that stand opposing the stairs. You can see a chest half open, some kind of a heavy apron poking out of it. There are two doors that lead to the north and south, as well as a long hallway extending to the east, through which you can see another room with a table and chairs.
Was it? You mind taking a look at that box there?
She walks over to it, sniffs it, and then with her knife she tips back the lid. It opens. She very carefully positions her hand above what appears to be a pile of clothes, and then sticks her hand straight into the middle and pulls out what appears to be an eye patch.
Yar.
She immediately puts it on. She turns back to Zeke. Thumbs up.
I mean, cool. Yeah, badass.
It looks really cool, Panasimmer.
But yeah, I might need you to be doing a little bit of scouting ahead here, Zip. We don't quite know what we're getting into.
She
You're
nods.
the quietest of us.
Is it okay if I turn on my light spell for myself now so I can not stumble around and possibly set up traps?
I think we got some light in here already.
You know, in this room, but maybe in other rooms.
I would say it's
Hold
fine
on
for
to it
now.
for now.
Okay, so she pulls out her silver dagger and casts light on it.
Cool. I have enabled light. Zashi, you walk around the room. You come over to this door.
Can I hear anything?
Give me a perception. You open the door. You see a short hallway that leads to another door.
The fuck? There it is.
You don't hear
Oh,
anything.
I don't hear shit. In fact, I think I hear my blood pumping in my ears.
Drum, drum.
See another doorway here.
Yeah.
Your wizard is off. Just so you know, just so y'all know.
Arks, don't be wandering off now.
Nope. Sorry, got carried away. Maybe you should see if you can hear something down there. Just in case.
Wait. Yeah, I'll, Actually, Zip, do you want to take a look down that corridor straight ahead real quick and see what's going on?
She'll walk over, pad down the hallway, We'll get stealth.
Hannah's over, your fucking clod hoppers are making all kinds of noise.
Yeah. Ooh.
She wore her wood shoes.
We really need to go. We really need to go and get her some fucking boots of velvet kind, huh?
For real.
She will make a perception check.
Boots of my kind.
She gives a thumbs up.
Hey,
It's okay here.
She will very carefully reach up and try the door. She goes back and gives the international sign for unlocked, which is also a thumbs up.
I will
Oh,
gently pad up as much as I can quietly.
Okay. I'll keep your guys' combined group stealth. Pensiver will open the door and step through. You're confronted by a rectangular room with 4 pillars in it.
ah,
In the 4 corners, there are statues with the same coral designed armor. 3 more doors lead out of this room in the different cardinal directions. You can also see what appears to be glowing moss surrounding crystals that seem to have sprouted in the corners and against the walls of this room.
Lucille tries to identify the moss.
Give me a nature.
none of these coral armors are salvageable, are they?
You can give me an investigation. Lucille, you can't tell what they are.
Yeah. Her memory's being foggy as fuck because she's tired.
Zashi, the armor seems dilapidated with age. It would, if you were to try and salvage it, it would be salvaged just to melt down the metal and use it again. You can see rust and depredation, but that itself tells you that these things are very, very old. I mean, and possibly protected against water in some way. You're not sure.
It's
But
old in here.
yeah.
Yeah, no shit. This has probably been at the bottom of the ocean for centuries, maybe millennia. Now keep your eyes open.
I can hear.
I don't trust these bits of armor.
Is
Move up. And
can I hear
poke one
anything
of the
behind this
helmets.
door?
You give me a perception. You poke one of the helmets. It gives the, I mean, yeah, Zashi was just investigating them. It's an old set of full plate armor that has designs of coral, like it has coral texturing all up and down the exterior, and it sits on its like own stand, which is far more rusted and seems to be sagging slightly under the weight of the armor, which does still look degraded with age, but is much more, has withstood the test of time much better. With a 19, you do not hear anything other than the flickering of torches from the other side of that door.
I
You
open it.
pop it open it. You can see a long hallway. 2 doors facing each other lead in opposite directions, and there's a door at the far end. So you guys are moving through, your footsteps, though muffled, echo back to your ears.
I just want to pull off the helmet of this thing and see if there's anything inside.
There's not. It's a metal armor stand. It's
Alright.
there's not a full faceplate. You can see like the rack that it's
Okay.
sitting on.
Yeah, so he just does not trust this shit and is expecting the armor to come alive at any moment.
That's fair. That's a good thought to have in your head.
Hey, Sparks, you sure those things ain't gonna come at us?
Am I?
Yes, with a 27, you are almost positive that these things are not animated armor. They are not in enough. They are not high enough quality. Animated armors are protected by the magic that animates them.
No signs of animating armor,
Well, that's good.
according
but
to my eye.
keep an eye out for them. This seems like just the kind of place to happen.
Yeah, maybe. Should we open up one of these doors or go to the end?
One of these first.
Hi. What's in here?
You open that door. It is a very small storeroom. You can see 3 crates of different kinds of hay, if you believe the descriptions on the sides. You can see some barrels, 2 of which are water, 1 of which is wine, if you are to believe what they say
Oh.
on the side,
Everybody be careful.
as well as a bushel of apples.
Ooh.
Is it, I'm not really sure. Is it possible for me to tell if there are mimics abound?
Mimics are indistinguishable from the creature, from the objects that they are posing as until they move.
Fuck
They're the
it.
ultimate
Got it.
ambush predator.
Alright,
Lucille,
well,
you are all up in this tiny space. You flew
sorry.
in and past
My
Zashi
bad.
to get.
My
No,
bad.
I'm just saying you've gone in. You spill the bushel of apples. They roll across the floor.
Perhaps we use some of those if they're tainted, or rations upon our ship.
What's in there?
Produce.
Supplies.
Here's Zashi, I'll try one.
Zashi is staring off into space, watching a podcast.
no, I'm not. I'm literally fixing my character sheet. Nice try,
E-
bucko.
It don't strike me as right that there's fresh produce down here.
Produce. Work.
Makes you wonder where they got it from.
Yeah.
Maybe they.
So, Lucille reaches in, takes one of the apples, sniffs it. How does it smell?
Smells like an apple.
She licks it.
Tastes like an apple.
She takes a big bite out of it.
It screams like an apple.
Oh no. Is it bleeding?
Well,
It doesn't bleed. I mean, in that juice is its blood.
She
It
looks
tastes
at
like an
it.
apple. It's an apple. You bite into it. It's an apple.
it's a fucking apple.
It's
You
an apple.
eating
It's a cosmic crisp.
I swear.
She
there
turns
goes-
on,
it's
speaks with
no
animals
wonder
and
natural
says,
selection
"Hey."
hasn't taken you yet.
Are you alive? Hello? In animal, whatever animal speak is.
It's a fucking apple. It's not an animal.
He keeps
Okay,
taking
well-
bites out of it.
While Lucille is doing that, there are 2 other doors and 3 other people who are not currently Sashi investigating this room.
I mean, I think I've got the gist. I'll look back to everybody.
It's a fair amount of supplies to check out. Something to
I
take
mean-
on the way out.
I mean, Lucille opens up the bag of holding. She's like, just toss them in right now.
Oh, fair point. Load up.
Yeah, we do need. We might want to. I mean, what's our rations? She thinks for a second.
Let's just put them in now.
Yeah, toss them in.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's a bushel of apples.
1 bushel of apples, 2
Got it.
barrels water, 1 barrel wine. All 3 are tapped already, so they all have spigots in them.
2
Um,
barrels of water, 1 barrel of wine.
Yes.
You're all quite certain we want to be leaving signs of our passing quite so quickly as that.
Yes.
All right.
There are 3 crates of hay and barley.
Barley.
Are you interested?
Barley, yeah.
Okay, there's 1 crate of barley.
Oh, should we get into making beer?
All right, that's
Let's
all.
take
That's all. Unless you'd like to take the unlit torch from the wall.
Something to eat.
We take the torch too.
That's the
This
equivalent
is
of
a
taking the
fuck
light
you.
bulbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
What's in here?
we're broke. We're trying to refill our ship.
You're not broke. You have more money than most people will see in their lives.
Do we though?
Yeah, we're chilling. I mean, I feel like I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Big chillin'.
Correct.
Okay.
We're not
Zashi,
near
you
any
open the
resupply stations.
other door. This room is
This time-
also filled with crates, barrels, and sacks. However, upon investigation, the crates are either empty or contain bricks. The bags are either empty or contain sand.
Well, we found the frickin' sand room.
You can tell that these are building materials.
Repairs.
Yeah, like I said, the brick and sand room.
The frickin' sand room?
Does the
Brick.
bricks look old?
No. They do not match the bricks of the walls of this room.
Weird.
I think they've
Where's
been
this
invading
shit?
people.
Should have run into something by now.
Hmm.
I'll take one brick with me, just out of curiosity.
Henry
Hit it
will
with
give
the
you guys
rock.
the thumbs up. Position her hand on the door. She whips it open
Ah!
quietly.
Oh.
In this room, you can see the bases of 4 stone statues that have been torn down, whether by age or direct intention, it's hard to tell. One of the statues still lies in the middle of the room, partially impacted into the ground. The stones around it have been cracked and broken by the force of the impact. But even so, brown moss has grown up from the earth that is now visible underneath the stones. In the corners, you can see more glowing mushrooms and fungi.
It is the same kind of mushrooms that I tried to identify earlier.
Yes.
Any of this ringing any bells for any of y'all?
Nope.
The statue does have elven-like ears. Everything else is very hard to distinguish. It's worn down by... It looks like it was worn down by water over time.
Does
Many
it
of
look
the
more
facial
like?
details are hard to make out.
Does it look more like Cherie or like Soleil?
It's too hard
Too
to
warm?
tell. It's too generic. It really the only thing
Gotcha.
that you can pick out other than like literally mannequin humanoid is the pointed ears.
Yeah.
Because the points have
Right.
gotten sharper over time.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yeah, they all elves kind of look the same.
I mean, to be honest, Z can hardly tell the difference between elves and humans half the time.
He's always looking for those pointy ears.
I do not blame him.
I mean, with a hood or hair, sometimes you just can't see him.
True. We blend in quite easily. I look over to
What's
Pans for-
over here? What's behind this door? Can I hear anything?
Make a
What I
perception
need
check,
to
please.
say? Whoa.
Damn.
Zashi, from behind there, you can hear the trickling of water, as if from a small stream running over rocks. You can also hear the occasional crack and clack of a rock falling maybe 10, 15 feet onto other rocks and clattering away, falling onto an uneven surface.
It's locked.
It smells of damp earth and water, and you smell again, and it's something you've never smelled before. It's intense and decrepit, like mold spores in a basement that started from old meat.
It smells like the
Something-
Shambling Mounds asshole.
It smells
Ooh.
like something growing out of... It smells like the thing that grows out of the dead thing. It doesn't smell like the dead thing.
Wow, this smells awful.
You can also, with your 21 perception, you try the door. It is locked.
Pinsifer. How are you, Jimmy Locks? Can't quite remember.
I can do it too.
She
Let me try.
smiles.
Can I? Hey, Panzer, can I try this time, please? Pretty please.
She will concede the floor to you.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, she reaches down and pulls off the heel of her shoe and gets her thieves' tools out.
You always impress me.
Oh, Phil, she probably broke her tools too. Do I
Not
roll
bent,
for that?
not broke, but bent.
Oh no. She goes, fuck, something that broke, and then she goes, Teak, oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, Panzer, I failed.
She'll come
She
over, she'll pat
pouts.
you on the shoulder, and just kind of move you
Yeah.
away from the door.
This is a good try.
I
Give
can
me-
do it too.
give me
I
a
just
sec.
slipped up.
Damn,
Oof.
she fucking sucks.
She sets her tools to it and clicks around. Clicks for a couple more seconds, turns around, looks at Lucelle. Clicks some more.
See?
Stands up.
It's tougher than it looks.
Squints at the door a little bit. She turns back to you, she points at the door and goes like this.
I mean, we could looks up at Zeke. You're pretty good at busting things open.
I don't know if we want to be announcing our service like that. There's plenty other doors to be checking.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Let's try another door. This door's an asshole.
Just wait a second, y'all. I'm thinking we go back to the start. Take a look around from there. We don't want to be leaving shit behind us. For all we know, every other door we haven't checked's got a bunch of nasties behind it waiting to stab us in the back.
True enough.
Y'all got thoughts about that? Or...
We could have.
This is my first time ever doing something like this, boss. Just lead the way and let me know what you want me to do.
It's very
I'm thinking
sensible.
we take it slow. Check our corners.
It's not Lucelle. It's not the gang's first dungeon crawl. It's the second, right?
Yeah. The other one was with the knives in the dark or whatever, the silver guys.
Well, and the
Okay.
other.
The fish people.
Oh yeah, the fish guys.
Yeah.
In the mines.
And the
Oh,
island that sank.
holy
It
shit.
caused all this shit.
Go back
Okay,
to
you
the
guys-
start. Alright, y'all. First things first. Let's just check these other two hallways. Looks like this one just kind of keeps going.
Yeah, you can see down that hallway there's a table, 2 chairs, so some kind of barrel sitting next to it. At the far end of the room you can see what looks like a cot.
Be careful, be slow. Look around.
Alright, you move
Can't
into
look
this
like
room.
it was recently slept in.
Yes. Both of these beds look like they were used maybe 4 hours ago, around when you guys were waking up. The table has what look to be just the detritus of a meal, a card game, and some kind of maybe accounting. There's a book with a sheet of numbers. It's open to a page that's just full of numbers. You can see
Does
2
it look
cots, one of which has a scimitar on it. You can see an empty rack for armor in the north corner, as well as what appears to be a lit fire in a chimney, or strangely enough.
I listen at this door.
Okay, give me a perception. Zeke, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say a couple of things, but then you kind of answered some of my questions.
Yeah.
So it looks like there are 2 cots in here. There's not
There are
more
2
than what
cots.
is. Okay. All right. And is there sign of occupation of more than 2 people, or is this like 2 people?
It looks like 2 people's worth. There are 2 plates, 2 cups, 2 beds.
Cards look
scimitar.
like they're being played by 2 people.
Yep, 2 seats.
Uh,
There is a 3rd seat, but it's over here. You can also see what looks like a small footlocker. It's
Are there
actually
any-
within
Sorry.
18. You do not hear anything to the south other than the crackling of what appears to be a torch. Crackling.
Fuck.
I'm just the path you guys are taking.
It's interesting.
And there's also a door all the way up to the north.
I'm just checking.
Penizipper is pretty sure she knows where it goes.
Yeah. But
She flips off the door over here and goes back into the hallway, and then realizes you guys are all following her here and goes, "Oh." Except she doesn't say "oh."
Y'all maybe will want to go south. Check this one first.
Penizipper holds up her Y card.
I just want to make sure nothing's gonna be coming up our asses.
Oh,
She points at her
Penizipper.
butt and then points back back there.
Penizipper, maybe you could try this door. Maybe you can.
She'll sniff it, run her fingers along it.
It smells locked.
It smells locked. She'll make her way over, set her tools to the door, and
take a seat.
that's a 21.
Word.
Click, 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 jiggle, pop. She will
That's
step
how it's
away
done.
and gesture.
Girl.
You open this door. You step in. You can see another pair of statues, a corner where there was once some kind of bench that has long partially been grown over by the mushrooms and gemstones that seem to sprout from them like flowers. There are two clearly empty barrels, missing wooden spokes, lying in this room, as well as a stack of similarly empty and partially dismantled crates. You can see some of the planks that were clearly from other crates stacked up around them.
Oh, these barrels are clearly empty.
I assess some of the wood and see if anything's salvageable.
It's all fresh wood. It's not, none of it is water damaged.
It just sounds wet in here.
It is wet in here.
Shall we take some of these in case of emergency repair?
Probably a good idea. Throw it in the bag.
After we know we're safe. I mean, if you got room, it's easy, but let's not be spending too much time digging everything up.
Sally's gone. She is going. Where is she going? No one will know.
Unlucky
Yeah, I
doing,
got separated
Lucille?
from everybody. Sorry.
One of these days, Lucelle's gonna go ahead of the party and die to a trap and whatnot.
Sorry. I was paying attention to where everybody went. There we go. I see somebody now. Okay. There we go.
I like that you went and did the whole circuit of every other room except the room that was right next to you guys. Yeah, you moved out. There are more doors. You open the door, you can see a hallway. This hallway is damp. Your wrapped feet immediately begin to soak up the water that pools on the floor in here.
I gesture towards Lucille real quick, like, bring me the bag, and I'll start loading in the good wood.
Okay.
Okay, I mean they're small. The planks aren't more than
Oh yeah, no, these are just
2 or 3 feet
repairs.
long. Okay.
Like desperation, like plug holes in really shitty times.
Yeah, these are
style.
more nail over the door for zombies than fix a ship boards, but yeah, emergency stock is emergency stock.
Looking
Zeke,
at
as you reach this point here, you can see that the stone falls away and even the earth seems to be open below the ground here. It has been planked over somewhat shoddily by wood planks that, though they do look fresh, are grown over on either end by moss and fungi.
I'm gonna sort of steady myself against either wall as I sort of test the ground.
Creak.
Slowly putting my full weight.
I'm gonna let you get
Creak.
Maybe
Do a
speed
bit
it
of
up.
a back up. Excuse me, Sparks. Give me a second. And then just a bit of a running jump.
Yeah. You snap one of them as you land heavily on it on the other side, but there's another one that you catch your other foot on and you get onto the stone.
Alright, I assume I creep not as much,
You
maybe?
you walk across.
Yes.
It's creaky. You have to dodge the hole where Zeke put his foot through, but you're fine to walk across.
This one here is locked.
Pacifier.
She gives a shooing motion.
You don't gotta be calling her like a dog.
It's called simple and direct communication.
Click, click, pick. Step through.
And look, she's so good at it.
Alright. Back where we came. Let's keep going.
Wow, we're pretty good at this adventuring thing. If only we could remember where we just
Points
were.
to the north and holds up her hand for 2 doors up there.
That's a fair point. We should check those.
While the others remain
Locked. Open.
You make your way to this door. You see a long hallway. You can see at least one doorway leading off of it, as well as a turn at the far end.
Oh.
Zashi, you open this door. As you do so, everybody stop moving. Zashi, you see, standing waist deep in flowing water that goes fairly deep down, a pair of familiar looking creatures that turn and open their mouth flaps wide to shriek at you.
Fuck.
You have caught them in the midst of something. It's hard to tell what. They both hold nets in one hand and sickles in the other. Both of them release their grip on something large carried between the two of them underneath the water. It begins to sink out of sight. We're going to roll initiative.
Work, Slay. Ah! Fight time, hey.
Be right back, 2 seconds.
Lucelle, are you here?
Here. Second. Where is my damn, my interface locked up on me. Reloading my page, sorry.
Yeah, you
Oh.
you haven't been
Oh.
with the party. It's a dungeon crawl. You should probably stay on the map and move around, you know.
Right.
There's no way I could have.
Because I am
acquired
going to say
this
that
phone.
you're where you are on the map. An initiative breaks out.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully Josh gets back shortly. We will see that they do. This one drops the sickle that it is holding and swims quickly to the shore. where it will pick up a battle axe and glare at Zashi. It is going to take its battle axe and come over and try and hit you with it twice. That is a 15 and then a 10 to hit you.
The 15 will hit.
Alright. That is going to be 14 slashing from a two-handed battle axe.
Ah.
And then we'll go to Cherie.
I assume I hear some wonderful, glorious screeching from those things.
Yes, not psychically active yet, but definitely screeching. And Zashi just yelled as they got choppeted in.
Did they yell out
Owie.
alarm or anything?
Yes, definitely.
30. I'll do a little dash. Oh, they did. I assume they closed the door, or somebody closed the door.
No. The door should be open. I don't know who closed the door.
Right there. Assessing the situation. I need to get ready. Apologies. I will step aside for the moment and use my bonus action to pull shadows from the hallway and make a shadow blade.
Ooh, Shadow Blade appears in your hand.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
that is me. As unfortunately, I had to dash to get past Zeke.
We'll go to Zeke.
Alrighty. Yeah, big Angie time.
Would you like to rage?
and
There it
run.
is. Yeah.
Let me find. I guess this can be rage. So that's 5, and then 10, and then another 5. So 25 to get there, approximately.
Okay.
And then I will move on around to the other side of Zash
Okay.
and do some shredding. Let's go. Advantage. Assuming that is flanking.
Yes.
That is claws.
All of those are gonna hit. 20, 27, 35. You bloody this thing in 3 gigantic swipes with your claws.
Just leap, bound across the wall, bound back, and just one claw in the back and the other just slash. Probably exposing the backbone of this thing, I imagine.
Almost, yeah. You definitely sever several of its head tendrils that whip around,
Yeah.
very angry.
Probably like holding it by one of them as I do so. Not grapple, of course, but flavor. Alrighty, that'll do.
Oh, okay. This one is going to get going. You can see this one is going to shift fully into its hybrid form as a bonus action, and it is going to bite and claw at you, Zeke.
Alrighty.
That is a 16, a 14, and an 11.
Yes, no.
Yes, yes, no. 7 piercing, 10 slashing, halved to 3 and 5, 8 total damage. Lucelle,
Alright.
you finish organizing the bag of holding. You hear combat. It is far to the northeast of you.
Yep. She heads that way. To northeast.
Yes.
So. Wait, how
Dashing
far was
up.
that? Yeah, it's just dashing. So. Yeah, that was.
You're at 60 feet right
60.
there.
Right there. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Zashi,
It's
you opened the
me.
door. You were attacked. You were stunned by these things. Zeke has rushed in to help.
Hello, Zeke. I'm
Howdy.
going to bonus action Flame Blade.
Alrighty. You cast Flame Blade. It appears in your hand as a bonus action. The literal foil to Cherie's Shadow Blade.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Okay.
traveling around.
Would you like to
And then-
attack with your Flame Blade?
Absolutely, I'm gonna.
Alright. Make sure you do so with advantage.
Yes. Let me just. It's gonna be, since I cast it at level 4, it's
It's 4d6.
yes. Hell yeah.
You have to hit. You have to roll the hit first, baby girl.
Oh yeah. Thank
You have to try and hit him. So roll with advantage to hit.
Spell attack.
That's still
Uh-huh.
damage.
Okay, my macro.
Open it. Make sure that it says that your spell casting thing is spell, and that it is doing a spell attack melee, or yeah, melee. It's currently doing a spell card. Yeah, you wanna attack, spell attack, melee,
Yeah.
and you can even set up the higher level casting at the bottom if you want, but you don't have to. We'll let the 15
Okay.
stand. I think you need to do it from your spell page.
Okay.
The macro that you just changed is the one you should use. There you go. A 14. That is not with advantage. Roll again to satisfy the advantage.
Okay.
20 is definitely going to hit. 15 damage to this a creature of the deeps. It does not like that at all. It probably could not take another one of those.
Sorry that took so long. That is my turn.
That'll be... Are you good where you are? Standing in the doorway? You don't want to move?
I want to keep giving Zeke advantage. So yeah.
Alrighty.
You'd also get an opportunity attack on you if you moved.
You should get... I meant like pivot around it. Out of the
Yeah.
doorway. Let's...
I will move just
Okay.
down.
Okay. Excellent. You are right next to this thing when it emits a terrible scream. You, Zeke, and... Oh yeah, and Cherie and Panaziver all need to make wisdom saves.
Shit.
E.
Oh,
Hey,
I forgot to
we're
turn my
doing
glass.
okay. Oh no.
Panaziver is stunned until the end of this thing's next turn. And I didn't even roll initiative for her. Which sucks.
Explains why she's over here.
Yeah, she had to run up. And it's going to back up even further to be next to its buddy as it turns towards Zeke, the big scary tiger man. Cherie!
It's time.
Shadowblade in the corner.
Is it dark or dim in here, or illuminated?
It is illuminated. The crystals at either end of the tunnel seem to be giving light.
Oh. It's Vespucci my way over here.
Turn on my AC.
That delicious advantage against this man.
Delicious advantage.
Delicious advantage.
How delicious is it?
It's a crit.
Oh yeah, it is. What does that look like, Cherie?
Very quickly, knowing my shadows now, zipping by Zashi and slamming this blade up the spine, forcing all the blood up towards the eyes until it erupts out of its mouth and ears.
Heck yeah. You silence this thing's scream as soon as it starts.
And I poise myself, looking at the other one, ready to swing.
Alrighty, if that's you, we'll go to Zeke.
Alrighty.
Zeke.
Yeah. I guess I'll hop down into the water.
It is very, very deep. Did you choose swimming as your thing today?
I did. Yes.
You always choose swimming unless otherwise notified at the beginning.
Yes.
Okay. Alright,
I'm
you
down.
jump in. Am I going to give you advantage if you're swimming in the water against the stream?
I have a 45 feet swim speed.
Yeah, I'll say it takes half of your speed on a turn to maintain the spot that you're in.
Okay.
But I
okay
will
with that.
still give you the advantage for flanking.
Alrighty.
Because you're
Time
coming from
to
low.
Shred.
All of those will hit.
Even the 11?
All of those will hit.
Oh, wow. So, 12.
Because they're a lot more powerful than when you fought these things the first time.
I know, but like 11
12,
still.
21,
And then
28.
Yeah, 28.
Okay, you nearly bloody this one in another savage flurry of attacks. Raging your ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, is that you?
Yes.
Alright, this creature is going to come after you, Zeke. A 13 and an 11 will both miss for a bite and a claw, but a 20 will hit for 7 slashing reduced to 3. Lucille. She's a running. Lucille.
Going up and then left. So that was.
I got you.
Oh, thank you. 15, 25, 30, 40. Oh, wait, we were going that way, right?
D3.
Holy
Or you can go you can go whatever way you want. 60 feet would be right here.
Okay, 60 feet. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Zaji.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
go over here,
Step on this
Slash
thing's
it.
neck. Squishy.
slashing it.
Slashing it. No advantage. 27!
Yes!
And roll me 2 extra d6 because your thing isn't set up for higher level casting.
2 extra d6. 9.
19 plus 22. Very much blooding this thing.
Ah.
It definitely could not take another one of those. You burn into it, and it screams loudly. Panzerver is stunned. Cherie. I'm sorry, unless you had a bonus or anything else.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Cherie.
Continue to stab at thee with the shadows. A 16.
16 hits. For
Small.
8 psychic damage. It bleeds, it screams, it cries, it's very unhappy.
Blood pouring from its eyes.
Is that you?
Yes, as I've probably. Well, yeah, no, tongues is still active, so I fully understand what it's saying.
Yeah, it's cursing at you in Aqua.
I kind of just smile at this.
Ezekiel.
Shredding.
Alright.
Whack, whack, whack.
You'll never believe that all 3 hit. What does that
They
look
all
like?
hit.
Yeah, I just want to roll
Where?
damage for funsies, but
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying your minimum damage for all 3 will kill it.
yeah, grab it by the hair
Oh.
tendrils,
20
Stick my
points
claw-
overkill.
stick my foot claw in its back to like break its knees down, and then just grab its head and twist it right off.
Well, that one's not coming back.
Just panting, covered in blood.
Well, less covered in blood than usual, because you're partially in the water. But yeah.
Yeah, well, it's blood mostly.
Yeah.
Pat's
Clam around.
the AirPod Seek on back. Good job.
Benjaziver comes in, sickle ready, and kind of looks disappointed.
Apologies.
Now, where is Lucelle?
You guys hear a voice to your south. Lucelle, you can freely move on the map. You will discover that this door ahead of you is locked.
Oh dear.
Here, let me help you across if you need it.
Please.
Yeah. Zashi, you do not have a swim speed. I need an athletics check to swim across the very swift current going from west to east.
Hell yeah.
This stream.
Athletics? Okay.
I'm literally going to say careful, and it's like we've watched Zashi just dunk and
Jesus!
Oh! Whoa!
How many fucking nat 20s you
Wait,
gonna
actually,
roll?
does the coral armor give a swim speed? I feel like it might.
Quick, check it. Where's the facts?
I still got a 20 though.
Yeah,
That's
you
true.
definitely did. Oh no, it lets you hold your breath.
Olympic swim speed right there.
Yeah.
Well, Zashi's gone swimming before plenty of times, I'm sure. Maybe her family has a pool.
I will gracefully thank.
Yes, I don't think I could do that.
I'm just gonna change the music respectfully.
I just shifted.
But yeah, I'll sort of grab onto the side and just basically help you over.
And the server will report back via hand signals that there is another door to the north. She holds up a sign that says "We" in the middle.
We in the middle.
Then she pulls out the marker and writes "Malcolm equals us."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What does that
Folks,
mean?
mouth.
I don't understand.
She points at "We" in the middle.
Yeah.
Good theater. Good theater. Enjoyed that show.
I always identify with Dewey. Dewey is my spirit animal.
Yeah. Zip. Might want to unlock this. I think we've got a ferry on the other side.
Your ferry is right up here.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
found you. I'm sorry. I got lost. I apologize.
Is my
try to
swimming
stick with us.
still
Even
Like,
if you
do I
don't
have
give
to
a shit
check
about
again?
us. If you
If you
wander
wanna
off
swim
too
back, I'll
much,
let you.
Then
I give a shit about you. By the way, does anybody need to patch up?
I'm fine. I mean, I could use a little bit, but
Yeah, she looks over at everybody. Does anybody look like they got a little bit scuffed up?
Roll medicine. But Zashi, to answer your question, you can just swim back. You got a nat 20.
okay? Work.
Shuri had Zeke's help. Benziver is not keen. You can't
You
tell.
can't tell. So unless anybody asks, she's not gonna do anything.
I just kind of look at these guys and see if they have any, like, symbols or something.
Sure. Give me an investigation or to try and find something like that.
I'll do investigation. I will use my magical
You already
guidance.
used it. Magical guidance.
If it says if I fail ability check, I'm just assuming I might have. I don't know if there's.
Maybe with a nat 1.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Yeah.
just doing like.
That will fail. Yes.
Alright, let's do proper investigate.
Sort.
Proper.
I was
Very
thinking-
nice.
Hey,
Okay.
there we go.
You do find some magical symbols that seem to have been carved, probably self-inflicted, carved via scarification into the collarbones of these creatures.
ritual
Half
scarring.
moon. Yeah, of arcane symbols. Would you like to give me an arcana?
I would, as I take note of this.
I'll magical guidance again.
Okay.
A little bit better.
They're definitely magical. You can't tell what they are, though.
I will take out one of my daggers and I'm going to purposely see if I can carve that symbol off of their. Is it skin or is it actually?
It looks like somebody went with a knife and carved this symbol in, and then it scarred over big, heavy, welted raised lines.
I'm purposely going to cut out like the square of flesh from this so I can.
It's like this whole half moon underneath their collarbone.
Yeah.
So it would be a pretty significant strip of skin.
I'll flay it as much as I can.
Okay.
Try and make sure I have the actual symbol as grotesque as it is carrying around a flap of skin.
Says you.
Yeah, I'm sure you hate that.
Oh yeah, it's so terrible as I just smile at the handiwork of fucking carving the skin off this creature.
Collecting jerky.
Ezra comes back and gives Zashi a thumbs up.
Alright, this one I'm not gonna bust open. I'm gonna wait, turn my head, and listen.
Okay, why don't you give me a perception check?
Yeah.
Good up ahead there.
Wait,
Wow.
elaborate in this.
I really can't hear shit, but
Very
I really
quiet.
am good at swimming.
It's
Guess
very
I'll
quiet.
just open it.
Okay, you open it. You see a small room. There is a table with a single chair, a wooden closet of some kind, another of these statues of armors, a dusty-looking chest, and of course, the red glowing symbol in the center of the floor. It appears like a pair of crossed lines surrounded by a circle that has 3 smaller circles intersecting it around it.
Can I do like a check to try and identify this?
Sure.
Arcana?
Yes. This is a rune. Its arcane power is to stabilize. It is probably in the process of expanding the range of some kind of other magic. With a 19, this might be part of the spell that raised this place from the bottom of the sea. A part.
Like an anchor point?
Like a Wi-Fi extender.
Where? Well,
I've got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a second, y'all.
Have fun, don't fall in.
All right.
Alright. Curious place.
Such you open the door to reveal
Zashi's
another
open-
muddy and mossy corridor.
Sashi's opening doors.
I trust in your choices.
You see a small corner that leads to a overgrown cabinet. Seems to be set into the wall, as well as a single chair. Looks like it was placed here and forgotten.
This is a weird corner. Go the other way.
I'll look inside the cabinet real quick, just for curiosity's sake.
Sure, you can open it up. It looks like this was used maybe a month ago, max, to store clothes, but was then went unused since then. The clothes look recent, but are completely overgrown with this moss that, though the clothes are still pretty intact, is actively eating from the bottoms and has consumed much of the cabinet itself. Lucille, what are you doing in this room? Are you coming with Cherie and Panaziver?
Just tag along with everyone else.
Okay, please do so. Zashi, you've discovered through your skill and guile another locked door.
Fucking doors.
Door,
Being locked
door,
and
door,
shit.
door.
Panziver, hi. Sweetheart, you wanna go do this one too?
She winks at you. Click, pop, lock, unlocked.
Drop it like
Steps
it's
out of the
hot.
way.
Wow, you are magic.
She is, isn't
You open the door. Inside this room, you can see that the ceiling and walls are covered with spiders' webs.
she?
Ew, gross. doors?
There do appear to be a cluster of golden yellow crystals that glow in one corner, matched by green and blue crystals in an opposite corner. You can see 3 other doorways leading out, as well as set into a mosaic in the floor, a great sword.
That
Oh.
doesn't look dangerous, if anything.
You want me to try to identify that sword without touching it?
I don't
Sure.
think that's possible.
Do you have to touch it to identify it?
Okay.
I don't think that's possible.
I mean,
Actually, Zashi, you have awakened mind and stuff, right? Your spellbook thing? You can cast spells from that thing, right?
Yeah, I don't have that spell.
Oh, never mind.
Does it look weathered, or does it look like
It
untainted?
looks pristine.
There's something definitely magical about that. Everything else here is being consumed.
well, I mean, the only thing I think of is like check to see about traps too. But I don't really have anything to determine if there's anything magic going on right now.
Hmm.
Don't want to check it right now, you don't have to. There are 3 other doors.
I'll still look at the pedestal, like, see if there's any.
The mosaic, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fully set into the floor. It's not raised at all.
Locked, and fucking locked.
Does it look like the mosaic would drop out if the sword or something sits on it?
You can give me an investigation. You're freely able. You and Zashi were both standing on the edge of it, though, and nothing seemed to happen.
Hmm.
You can't tell. I mean, it doesn't look like it.
Not to be greedy, but relics we did seem to procure, as well as what Zashi seems to be using, hasn't had ill effect. As we've seen.
I mean, I don't know how we're gonna pry that shit out of there. It seems pretty in there. And I get the feeling something might get mighty upset with us if we were to try.
Fair enough. Just assuming you might have wanted it.
Yeah, what? Maybe this is here for you.
I mean, I want it, trust me. I just feel like we should take a bit more of a look around before we go pulling this place apart.
Fair enough.
For all we know, that sword's what's keeping us up, up here rather than at the bottom of the ocean.
I'll definitely say, Trixie, I'm very curious about what I'm seeing. So, assume those are double doors?
Yes.
Large and all sides.
Zashi.
Wait. Shuri, you were in the middle of saying something.
I
What?
was just gonna say, large entry or side doors. That's it.
Okay. Zashi, what were you going to say? You walked over to the door.
I think I was going to say the same thing. I'm calling Hannah over to try and unlock the door.
Cool. Okay. She comes walking on over. Said comes. There we go. Oh, I accidentally whispered it to GM, but that's a natural 20.
Nice.
She will unlock it.
I did
As
open it.
you open the door,
Well.
you see a squad of humanoids, all arrayed, positioned, facing you, weapons drawn. Clearly, they have heard you in the other room and been prepared. as you open the door, we are going to get a initiative and have a surprise round on all of you, as all of you are surprised.
Work. Slay.
Dang, they was quiet.
They were. It's as if they've been quiet since they heard a audible screech up to 300
Yeah.
feet.
This is gonna hurt.
Alright, Zeke, Zashi, Cherie, Hanziver. Lucelle is not in turn order. Lucelle is in the turn order. Okay, so the way surprise works is that when you're surprised, you can't take any actions. I believe you can still take reactions, but you don't get any actions or movement on your turn. Because you are all surprised. So they're all going to go once, and then we're going to start proper. So this is going to be fun. I hope you guys are as excited for this as I am to kick stuff. Ooh, I'm going to kill all your characters. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Literally
Here
just
we
looking
go.
down at the fucking mosaic stills. I hear all these fucking things go off behind.
All righty-roo. Let's start with our first, who is going to, from the back, move up 15 feet, 5, 20 feet, and throw a pair of hand axes that she has, one and then the other, at Panaziver and then Zashi. A 14 will miss Panaziver, a 16 to hit you, Zashi.
That will hit.
Alrighty, that's going to be 5 slashing to you.
Hey, that hurt. Ow.
Haha. The woman in the back, she holds a mace in one hand and has her other hand free. You can see that she has her other hand free to do magic at you as she raises her hand and fires a bolt at each of you and Panaziver. An 8 will miss you. A 21 is going to hit Panaziver for 23 radiant damage.
Jesus.
Tree, Lucelle. These guys are all gonna go, and they're gonna draw short swords and each move close. We'll do Zashi first. They have a short. Each of them has a short sword in one hand and a hand axe in the other. They will come at you twice with the short sword and once with the hand axe. A 12 will miss, but a 20 and a 24 are both gonna hit you, Zashi.
Yep.
That is going to be 10, and then piercing, and then 6 slashing. 16 total.
Hit.
A 23 and a 21 are also both going to hit Panaziver for 9 and 8, 17 total. Lastly, but by no means leastly, our guy in the back here, a red-skinned gnome, will swing around what appears to be a medium creature-sized lyre and attempt to command. He's gonna actually strike 2 chords, and rays of magic music are gonna fly towards Cherie. Can you dodge his thunderous chords? A crit fail will miss, and then a 14 to hit you, Cherie.
Oh, thank God the mage armor protects me.
Alrighty. You dodge both, weathering the storms of loud music. Another pair of hand axes comes in. Panaziver gets hit with a 20, a 12 to Yuzashi, I believe misses.
Nope.
Okay. Panaziver is bloodied. Tanking this front line of unprotected attacks. She's very unhappy about it, and she's standing next to her ally. So she's going to go to town with the sickle on this one in front of her. those are going to hit the 20 and the 26. She will do 15 plus 18 is 33 damage and rip the like inner arm and under shoulder out of this person with a practiced yank of the sickle, more than bloodying this person. There is quite a bit of a puddle of blood in this square here between Zashi Panziver and the two gray-skinned elves. Zeke! Lots happened.
Alrighty. Yeah, no shit. Zeke is kind of mad. So I'd like to rage.
I bet you
Yeah.
would like to rage.
He's just not happy about this whole ordeal. Yeah, bound forward. Would I be able to bound past these guys at all, or not really?
Yes, it's double movement to move through their square. You can freely move through Panzerverse, but it's 10 feet to get through that square.
Alright.
So whatever it is when you get past, it's 5 extra. So 35 feet to
So
get there.
yeah, 35. I will do that then.
Alright.
Bound, like leap over between the two of them, and then turn around.
Yeah,
scratch
you
him.
you football like find that perfect pocket above and between the shoulders, between the heads, but below the door frame.
And then like skid with the claws scratching across the stone floor. And then turn around, and which one did Panzevra hit?
The one you have advantage with.
Alrighty, then we're going at it. So that is 1, 2, 3.
11 will miss, 22 and 26 hit.
So 8.
8, they're still alive.
And
What does that look like? Is that, I assume that is fully lethal.
yeah, I think the first one as I leap is like a catch on their shoulder as I drag down it, and then catch their wrist, pull them down, and then just grip the bottom of their chin and rip it back enough to break their neck and drop them there on the spot.
Okay.
Brutal.
Is that you?
Yeah, I'm gonna say so.
Okay. Those of you that speak Draconic, Hira. And this woman in the back here is going to fire a pair of bolts at Zeke. That is a 17 and a 20 to hit you,
Yes,
Zeke.
yes.
Okay, this is radiant damage. So that
Owie.
oh,
Owie zowie?
oh, that's a lot of 6s
Oh,
and 7s and
wait.
8s. What? You have something? This is not a spell.
Oh, it's not a spell? Okay.
This is not guiding bolt. This is radiant bolt, a attack that she can freely do.
Okay.
And 8 spells.
Okay. That's 20 radiant on the first and 29 on the second.
So 39.
49.
Math. Owie zowie.
Jesus
15 hit points.
Christ. You killed him! And she actually starts running forward. You see, Zeke, as your attention is brought to her, that she's fumbling and pulls out what appears to be a large, clear crystal or gem. It's slightly smaller than her fist.
Just sort of
Cherie.
animalistic, whip my head around towards her, start growling.
Worried about Zeke, but also smiling at her foolhardiness. Cherie is going to reach out wordlessly with a subtle spell and manipulate their shadows to reach up and wrap around them like chains at a second level hold person. On these two.
For those two.
Or not second,
Okay.
third level.
Third level.
That way. Sorry.
That's a wisdom save.
Correct.
Okay, 18 for the woman who just cast a spell, 9 for this guy.
Alright. That has held him.
Okay, paralyze.
And then. Fortunately, that's all I can do right now, so I will tuck just to the side momentarily so they remain held.
Alrighty, you are concentrated. Oh, whoops. Well, how'd we do that?
Oh, if we click at the same time.
All right, Lucelle.
Here. Where? What the heck? Damn it.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
Where is my page? There we are. Okay. She comes flat out and going to tap Zashi with Cure Wounds using one of her Warlock spell slots. Second here.
Okay.
Cast.
that
Where's that? Why didn't it cast? Damn it. So it's casting at 3rd level. So it's 3d8 plus 4.
Okay. You can do that.
So you get
Okay.
14 healing for Zashi. And then she also uses 2 healing light on Transfer.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
that's so
Damn.
terrible. I hate it.
That does not put her back above bloodied.
No, one more. There we go. There we
She
go.
is above bloodied.
Yeah. There we go. So 3 healing light on
Okay.
Transfer.
Is that you?
That's it.
You're landed on the ground. We
Yeah.
go to
Oh,
this.
yeah. Yep.
Okay. We go to this person who's gonna try and give you some shit, Zashi. 1 hand axe attack. 9 misses. 2 short sword attacks. 15, 14.
If it needs, it beats.
Yeah. Do you have shield?
No, I don't. I didn't prepare that.
Okay. That is going to be 10 and then 7. 17 total.
17k.
And then we'll go to you.
All right. I'm
Uh,
pissed.
I might want to mention that have you done your Carl?
I'm gonna do my armor. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Just because I know something you forget.
This is our first turn. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my armor.
Okay, action to activate your armor. That brings your AC up to 18.
Yeah.
Sickening.
And then I'm gonna.
That is an action, I believe, to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step. Just kind of out of here.
Okay, 30 feet where? Alrighty.
Yeah, over here. Just
straight
away.
back. Okay. Is that
And
you?
that's my turn, yeah.
You don't want to move anymore?
Um,
Run back into the corridor. Get full cover.
yeah, I think I'm good here.
Alrighty. This person gets to try and make a save against Paralyze at the end of their turn. Wisdom! That is a 13. I believe that fails.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this one is going to run over towards Zeke. Has enough presence of mind to get advantage. Hand axe, 19. Short
Yep.
swords, 18 and 25.
Yep.
Okay, the total damage halved is 4 plus 5 plus 3 is 12.
Alrighty, I have 3 hit points.
You are alive!
Kicking!
Panaziver is going for this other guy. A sickle. Only the 20 will hit, but still for 23 damage, which will bloody this person. And then we'll go to Zeke. Zeke, who's very hurt. Would you like to bonus action drink your potion that you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
3d4 plus 2.
Alrighty, let me delete it and then roll. Is it 3d4 plus 2 or 3d4 plus 3?
3d4 plus 2. It's just
Okay.
1 extra d4.
Okay,
11,
easy.
very nice. That is not too shabby.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'm thinking.
Choices. Oh, that tasty paralyzed guy. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that tasty paralyzed guy.
Oh,
Or
crit.
that big lady
Oh,
doing
crit.
magics.
You know
Uh-oh.
what? Zeke is not the smartest, and he's bloodthirsty right now.
Oh, here we
So
go.
he's going here.
Okay.
So two swings on him from each of these guys. Well, one
Yes,
swing
sir.
from each of these guys.
Yes. Short sword. 15, 16.
Yep.
For both?
Yep.
Okay, 6 half to 3, 9 half to 4, 7 total.
All right. Got it.
You're
Two
back to
seven.
single digits.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And then I'm coming around to this guy.
Okay,
And I have advantage, I believe, because
Yes, and
paralyzed,
auto-crit.
and
You're-
I'll just change the
yeah,
things.
set your crit range to 2. So long as you don't crit fail on the attack, you will crit.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3.
Hell yeah.
I don't think the
A 9 is not going to hit,
yeah.
but yeah. 16 and a 19 definitely
Sad
are.
damage rolls.
Yeah, 1s and 5s and 2s.
So
Still 11 and
so
10.
20.
20. Wait,
Sorry, not 20. 19.
19.
I think.
that
Yeah.
will still bloody this person. You rip this small gnome a new one, literally.
Here goes, give me some juice.
Is that you?
Yep.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4. You all watch as this person opens their eyes before you as she reaches down and with her 300 GP diamond casts Revivify
Oh my god.
on this
One hit point.
person. And they come back to life, gasping and opening their eyes, and you can see a deep blue-green light from her hands as she does this. And she will step 10 feet away this way. Cherie, you just saw that shit happen.
Put it back down.
Honestly, yeah,
Yeah.
I want to.
Is that what you're gonna
Kill
spend
it.
your
Kill
turn
a
to do?
fire.
Have you brought out your armor?
No, that's only really useful for the disadvantage attacks or the big creatures where it can, because it's not tough. It doesn't do
Yeah,
well in
that's true.
many combatant situations. But that's up to Josh, as usual.
It's expensive too.
And it's expensive.
I'm gonna step lightly here.
Hmm?
And, well, that axe, fly it down between, well, or a chunk of wood between these two guys. With catapult.
Can you hit multiple people with the catapult?
No, but if it misses the first one, it moves on to the next one.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Dexterity save. Oh, save. 16 from the first one. That's a 7 from the second one.
Well, misses the first one, flies by and whips the other one in the back of the head.
11 bludgeoning damage as the plank of wood cracks them across the head. They swear loudly in Draconic.
Oh, this is going to be rough. I will tuck out of the sight once more.
Okay. Lucelle. There are two very angry looking people. One is trying to stand up, one is actively fighting Panaziver. You can see Zeke is tearing into some dude, and there's another couple that aren't even hurt that are blasting y'all with spells.
I could use some juice, but do what you want to do.
Flashes of Fidna. Pull the rope! Pull the rope!
Are you alive?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she's flying up at an angle. Is she able to fly over the people, or is she still going to attack of opportunity from the sky?
I don't think the door is big enough for you to fly through without moving through there.
Okay, so yeah, attack of opportunity then.
Okay, swipes at ya with a short sword, 13.
Not gonna hit.
Alrighty. How high up are you? The ceiling of this room is 20 feet.
She goes up to 10 feet, I guess.
10 feet?
Well, no, she goes up higher and then she goes back down because she's got to get close. She can stay high because right now she's not close enough to get close to Captain yet. But
Okay.
she is going to send the rest of her healing light into Captain.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all of it. Wham!
19, 18.
Love.
She's like, here you go, Captain. And you can
Oh,
see her
that
just
felt
kind of
good.
like, she like withers a little bit in the air as she does that because that's all of the energy she's got.
Thank you kindly.
I got more
All
after in a minute. I gotta get over to you though.
And an action?
Let's see here. She casts light, so she can see better.
You
She
already
has
had light.
She already has light.
This
see
room is also fully
here.
illuminated for you. I
Yeah,
believe. There are torches
okay.
all over. I don't know what.
Nothing else I can really do right now.
You can do a leveled spell.
Yeah, I don't really want to waste any spell slots right now.
Okay. Do you have any
Yeah.
effective cantrips?
Nothing.
Aren't you
Nothing I
looking
can.
at vicious mockery stuff?
Yeah, but nothing I can. I mean, there's nothing I can attack right now.
What are you talking about?
There's nothing else. Oh, yeah, I guess I can attack people behind me. Haha.
You're
Okay.
in combat.
Yes,
What do
I'm,
you mean
I'm
there's nothing
stupid.
you
I'm
can do?
stupid. I'm stupid. I'm gonna attack the guy that just got resurrected with
Okay.
vicious mockery. It's just
Okay.
getting fucked up. So hey, hey, why don't you get the fuck up and get down? Because you're stupid. Yeah, whatever. I don't know what to do. Okay, vicious mockery. Beep. Yeah. So yeah, he's got to make that save.
9 will fail. That causes them so much
Kill
psychic
him.
damage that they die again.
Amazing.
Excellent. Are you good where you are?
Yeah. I made the
Alrighty.
guy die with my words. Such a terrible joke.
Panzer's only going to take 1 attack for 9 piercing, which does put her back below bloodied. Sashi.
Okay. I'm gonna get an angle on it. 5, 10. Huh. What do I want to do? I feel like... I'm just gonna magic missile the 2 I can see.
Okay, how many at the first, how many at the second?
2 at the first, 1 at the second.
Is this Jin's or regular?
Chins.
Okay.
The fuck?
Okay, all 3 of those are going to hit. The first 2 on the first one. 4 and 5 for 9. What does that look like?
Just explosion of gore.
Okay, and you hit the second one for 7 force.
Oh, and then, would it be a bonus action to hit this smuggler's route?
Yes. How many doses are you?
Just 1.
Just 1. Okay, give me 1 moment. I need to pull up what that does. You cast
Stop
out your
doing
spell, skid to a stop. You reach for one of the little capsules. You have 5 of them. Pull out the little stopper, tap it out onto the back of your hand, snooter it up, and I need for 1. I need. I need a D50. You will need to type that one out.
50.
You did not. You rolled. Oh no, 1D. Wait,
Yeah, that's 1d50.
1D50 is still D50. Okay, Zashi. I did not expect this to come up so soon. For the next hour, you gain the ability to cast one wizard spell of your choice from first level. 50 means you get to choose.
God damn.
Oh, wow.
So you can choose any first level wizard spell that you don't have, and for a minute, or for an hour, you'll be able to cast it.
Oh my
The
god.
The first time you
okay.
cast it, it doesn't consume a spell slot.
Oh, wow.
Good for soldiers, great for wizards.
Is the wizard able to learn that witch spell that way too? Like
No.
able to, oh,
No,
that's-
this is essentially wizard magic given like a sorcerer, if that makes sense at all.
inspiration.
You hit your bump. Is that you? Are you good where you are?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, this person gets to try and save against being paralyzed. A 10 is definitely not going to save. This person is going to heave a pair of hand axes at Lucelle. A 18, an 8, and a 14.
Yeah. 14 hits. 8 does not.
All right. Hand axe bites into you for 6 slashing. You then watch as it disappears and reappears in this person's hand.
Asshole.
And they stay there in front of the other person. Panaziver comes around the corner and sees blood waiting to happen. Sickle, sickle, sickle. All 3 hit, but there are no allies, so no sneak attack. Big Sag. Bananas. 10, 19 damage. Which will bloody this person. Zeke.
Alrighty. I'm going to switch to bite type,
Okay.
and I am going to bite this man's just a lot.
All right.
So
You're going to
let me-
switch. Do you have to change your? You have to use
yeah, I
another
have to
rage.
change my rage.
Okay. So that's
Which
a
I
bonus
have.
action to do. What is that? So
Yes.
your claws retract slightly and your jaw grows
Yeah,
wider
my
and
jaw
bigger.
fucking unhinges.
Yeah, the muzzle becomes very distinct.
Yeah. Alrighty. So that is 1. Sorry, that's damage, not the. I meant to.
20's gonna
There.
hit.
And there.
24 will hit.
So that is
9.
9 and gosh.
16. That
16.
will kill. What does that look like?
All right. I take a chunk out of his shoulder and then I just bite his head straight off.
Hell yeah.
'Cause
Oh.
he's a gnome. He's little.
Do I get that spell immediately?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only temporarily, mind you.
Yeah. For an hour, right?
Yes. And the first time you cast it, no spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay, you've done that, Zeke. You also
and then I'm
gain temp hit points,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or no,
so
you regain
3
extra.
per bite.
Okay, so 6 extra HP for that.
Yes. And then I bound over towards this lady,
Okay.
just bounding on all fours. And then as I'm running, crunch the head and spit it out of my mouth.
Okay. Foregoing magic, she will raise her mace at you and go to swing. An 8's gonna miss, but how's a natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Believe it or not, yeah.
That's going to be 6 bludgeoning, halved to 3, and a cool 40 radiant.
40.
40, yes. 15 plus
Jesus.
25.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Fuck
Yes,
me.
that is 2 8s, a 7, and several 6s, 3s, 4s, and 2s.
I'm down.
Okay,
sure.
she will strike Zeke to the ground with her glowing mace.
What the
You could tell
fuck
me
is
that-
this lady?
Yeah, right? Who are these people? Cherie! There's less screaming going on inside. I did not expect that crit to be that nasty. I will be 100% honest. I saw the bludgeoning, I was like, oh, that's fine. And I saw the radiant.
Nuked his head off.
I just gotten real unlucky with that lady's radiant crits.
You also have, had low health and no bother.
I'll see Zeke is down, and that this woman is holding the mace in hand. My shadow leaves me as ill omen will manifest behind her.
Okay. Sorcerer points.
And 3 for this bad boy to come out.
Wow.
And then, as she is still distracted as ill omen looms over her, my eyes spark as I will subtle spell with my last point wordlessly and psychic lance her with manipulating the shadows from her own eyes to stab into her brain.
Oh my good lord. Okay. Intelligence save. That's a 12.
25 psychic.
25 psychic damage and incapacitated until the start of your next turn. Alrighty.
I need to roll initiative for Elo.
Alright, please do.
Oh, convenient.
Wow, yeah.
Rip and tear until it is done.
Okay.
With that, it's still at normal, even though they're incapacitated, right?
Yes.
Right.
7 is going to miss.
Because unfortunately, the only other ally is down for the moment. But that is me.
Alright, Lucelle. Zeke went a-bounding, and just as he bounded, she cracked him on his head at the top of his jump, and he dropped like Odie kicked off the fucking counter.
Lucelle knows that Zeke is a tough motherfucker, and he can stick around for a second while we kill this bitch because she just took a nasty hit from Cherie, so she's gonna fuck her up first.
Alrighty.
So she's gonna hit her with Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. 11 fails, 12 radiant damage.
Okay, but she does fly a little bit closer to the other side, but hovers not too close to be a danger to be within reach, but close enough to get close to help the captain when it's more dangerous.
All right, is that you?
Yep.
All right, no bonus action. We'll go to Zashi. Zashi, you're muted.
Thank you.
Mwah.
All right. Well, I don't want to hurt anybody, so
The conga line of pain.
Dot, 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 dot.
yeah, I'll witch bolt somebody. How about that?
Oh, spicy.
Witch bolt that bitch.
All right, 23 definitely hits. First level witch bolt, 3 lightning. You are now concentrating on witch bolt and can continuously do damage without casting spell slots. Is that you?
Yeah.
All right, this person is going to attack Panaziver twice with the short swords. An 8 and a 15 are both going to miss, and having no luck, he's going to look down and try and bury a hand axe in the back of your leader's neck. 22. Zeke, could you please mark 1 failed death save as a successful attack hits you while you're down?
Alrighty.
In response to this direct disrespect to her captain, Panaziver goes absolutely buck wild. A 16 does miss. 22 does not. For 9 and a 24 will hit, as she will rip this person's throat out in 1 and then 2 ripping the sides out as they drop to the ground. And she steps forward to square the fuck up on this person. Zeke, could you please whisper me a death save?
Alrighty. In.
Please make that mark on your sheet. Do not reveal it to anyone.
I died. I'm instantly dead.
He's instantly dead. This person is incapacitated. They can't take actions or reactions. They can't do shit. Shuri, it's the start of your turn. She's not incapacitated anymore.
Not anymore, sadly.
Bummer.
She'll... Yeah, she'll go for another hold person on this person.
Okay, wisdom save.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Thank you for reminding me. That's a crit fail instead of a natural 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
I will very casually walk over as she locks up the shadows and chains hold on to her. And I look at Rihanna questioningly as the spell holds it of whether or not I want to take my time with the song.
Okay, Shadow.
Good to hear.
Unfortunately, Ill Omen is not as patient. And his immediate reaction will to continuously rip and tear.
Double, triple, quadruple advantage. 23 hits.
So I'll manage.
8 plus another 2d6.
Yeah, boy.
14. And I believe paralyzed means they automatically fail strength and dex saves, so she's also prone now.
I will literally
God,
just lord over her and watch the fear in her eyes.
You can't even see the fear in her eyes. Her eyes can't even change from the expression of looking down at Zeke. Lucelle, the time is now. Heal your captain.
Yeah,
El Capitan.
she immediately zips down and like kind of carefully cradles his head to make sure it's not in a danger position.
There's
And
a lot
cast
of blood.
last level 3 cure wounds you can do. Yeah, I guess I got to reload cure wounds on this page for me. So 3d8 plus 18.
Okay.
Lovely.
Loverly.
Louverla.
So yeah, you got little fairy paws on the sides of your face. And your
Okay.
mouth.
Until you get a short or long rest, you will keep those results of the death saves that you have.
Alright.
Just so you know. That is the house rule that I use so that they matter.
Got
Okay, that's your action, Lucelle. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, Zashi.
Oh, wait.
Switch
Yeah,
full
that's it.
trigger. God damn it.
The quicker picker upper. 3 more lightning to her.
Fucking bitch.
Was that you?
Yeah.
That
mean, if-
fateful Panaziver smile.
Yeah, if she doesn't kill him, so I'm going to be very surprised. it's an
18 on the first strike is perfect damage.
Okay.
She just goes down and grabs the back of her head and with the sickle held upside down, very slowly just pushes it right through her eye with a twisting motion until it pops out of the top of her skull. And at that point, the corpse goes completely limp and drops to the ground. And for the moment, you are out of combat. As you all look around at this room, which clearly bears the items and accoutrement of an adventuring party staying in this lone tower, that's where we're going to end today's session.
Hell yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
get you
good.
guys some XP. Oh, no, thank you for coming to the game. I had fun running it.
Thank you.
Fucking awesome. Also, glad Zeke survived. Holy shit, that was bad.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here I need to. Hold on.
Yeah, we really fucked them up.
Quick, I need to carve a prize from this one.
Out of curiosity, what spell did you pick?
Oh, I picked silvery barbs.
Excellent. Make sure
nice.
that you mark that you do not permanently have that spell.
I will.
Temporarily.
Okay, and then 3 of these guys. Who are that? 1 of these guys and 1 of these guys.
That priest lady just did not stop critting.
She was
No, she
fucking
didn't. She crit
heinous.
literally 4 times.
Yeah, that was redonk.
In 4 rounds. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
That was gnarly.
and I didn't even get to use my bard character.
I hate
But-
him.
I'm
Well, I
glad I
really-
fucking did that.
What I really liked was that she dropped a 500 gold spell component
It should
in the
have been
middle of a
ours.
fight.
It should have been our goal.
You guys gain 1,200 experience.
So we should be at 2,400, 300.
Yeah.
Sorry, 24, 300, 2,400, 300.
Wow.
What was that?
24200.
Okay.
Yeah, 2-0.
I'll do my classic, like I always do in every other game. That's where I'm at. Me and the Zeke matchup. High five.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah. I assume you guys will be wanting a short rest. You could do that while you investigate this room next time. I hope you guys are enjoying the adventures of the inmates as the stakes start to, as they say, rise.
Yeah, good shit.
The turtle steaks.
Yes, the dragon turtle stakes.
Yes.
Who are these people? What strange powers do they have? Why did those deep scions have runes carved into their chest? All these questions and more next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Zeke knows the answer. The answer is magic is bullshit.
Yes.
Magic is
Zeke.
That
bullshit.
could typically be the answer.
Aw, Zeke, have some faith in your local magic dealer.
Yeah, I think the only faith he has in any magic dealer is like Laselle's healing and then like the paralytic magic. Well, actually, no, Zashi's flame blade for sure.
I will now inform you that you guys did fail my potion choosing challenge. You should have all taken the healing potion.
Joke's on you. I like
He
poisoning
succeeded.
people.
I am
Joke's
very
on
happy
you.
with my
I
choice.
like setting things on fire and dancing in the glow.
I'm kidding.
Dude, I love the description matching all of us from those planes. That shit was hot.
Yeah, I tried to go out and design things that would be interesting and different and useful to each of you.
Did you know I was gonna pick the drugs?
I was almost positive.
Drugs. I had to go to the strangle lead. I'm like, oh, it's even gripping the little pebble.
I was super close to getting the strangle weed.
I hope you guys have enjoyed an interesting character growth development. Will
yeah.
will Zeke chill out? Will Lucelle ever give it a rest?
No.
How many rations will I
That-
cut from these people at
definitely
best?
Yeah, Cherie continuing to be a quiet menace in the back, and Zashi coming out as the decisive, level-headed one.
Also really good at swimming.
Yeah.
Also really good at swimming and can breathe underwater, but never mentions it.
athletic as
humble.
fuck.
Humble as hell.
Oh right. Alright, well
Now I
good night,
arrange you guys all
everybody.
into a fun shape.
Oh no, I'm in the middle. I'm the next death flag. Oh, thank God. No!
Our flag means death.
No!
Alrighty. Well, thank you for games. I will catch you guys later.
Hell yeah, fam. Have a good one.
Boy.
Bye.
Yeah, the fairy gets in so much trouble that she gets keelhauled by the captain. Or you know.
Please. Would love a keel haul scene.
That would be fucked up.
Bye, stream. Thanks for coming to hang.
Love your faces. Hope you had fun.
Bye bye.